I don't care if every time you close your eyes, you wake up feeling so horny. If you up, smash that like button. Welcome to Black and the Black Times Infinity. I'm your host, Cthulhu's Prodigy, coming to you live and direct from the stack. Smoke me out, fam, with that dank shit. On my left, returning once again, Stitch.
I barely hear half the time, but every time Prodigy starts talking, I'm surprised at what the fuck he says.
God damn. I never know. We going in. On my far right, engineering on the ones and twos, choke people out on threes and fours. Kronos.
1,000% sexier in the dark.
In the middle, we got the oldest ninja in the world, Old Ninja.
So they listen to Jodeci overseas?
Yes, we going in. We going in. Last but not least, we got your boy Blue.
Hey, yo, so Batman decided to show his dick in the comics. Now DC is taking his little dick away.
Oh, shit. Hard truth. Starting it off with the good stuff. First and foremost, welcome back to Stitch. Has the city been saved?
City is...
Who's this guy? The fuck?
You're running on a treadmill. That's all I got to compare it to. It's constantly running on a treadmill. It's nonstop. I'm glad to get a little bit of free time in my crazy, busy schedule. I appreciate the patience, but, I mean, it's good to be back with the fam.
All right. Bring that dankness. Homestead, if we got on the details over there. We got our boy in there.
We got my boy Aiden. He's the first in the chat. Wow.
What's up, Aiden? We appreciate you.
Yeah, I know that dude. Okay, maybe I don't.
You don't know. And listener of the week would be Han Len La, or Wen La. We got some listeners in Singapore. I don't know if this person's in Singapore, but first time I've seen Singapore come up on the top countries.
Singapore fucks with us, heavy. Who got their fucking...
And I've been to Changi before, so there you go.
Smart washer.
Wait, what's their name? I was going to say something stupid. That's kind of racist.
Don't be fucking up people's names, Blue.
Well, I was going to ask if they're part of the Foot Clan or some shit.
Ah, this motherfucker.
Goddamn chasing after Iron Fist. Got that shit canceled.
Oh, goddamn, we got to talk about that. Boy. We got to talk about it. But, all right. Old Ninja, usually you're pouring out some type of malt beverage. Are you doing that today?
Yeah, we pouring out. Who was that?
Whose phone is that?
Yeah.
That was the oven.
Lies.
We're pouring out some King Cobra for our boy Paul Allen. He's one of the co-founders of Microsoft. He was also owner of the Seattle Seahawks and owner of the Portland Trail Blazers.
Oh yeah. And the ball with the foot. This Seattle Sounders.
The ball with the
ball
foot.
With soccer.
No.
Yeah.
I'm trying to keep it international.
Talking about foot fairies.
Football. I try to be PC with it.
I don't know anyone who refers to
sour grapes.
Yeah, he's had a couple bouts with cancer. So his
young guy though, 65 or
60, I think 65, maybe 69.
Still pretty young.
It was pretty young.
But he had cancer in the early 2000s. And then it came back on him, I think, like 2010, if I remember correctly. And then he passed away from it coming back.
A big-time philanthropist. Gave billions of dollars to, like, good causes.
He died still with billions of dollars.
Yeah. I mean, if you think about it, a lot of these billionaires are probably going to die with billions. Yeah. Or more. Or if you're Bill Gates, maybe 1 trillion. Or Steve Bezos. Yeah. They're pretty close.
I think Bill Gates has the thing in his contract when he dies, like all of his money goes to certain charity organizations.
Possibly, I wouldn't be surprised. Because I know he said "fuck you" to his kids.
If you really think about it, and we'll probably look back on it like once we get much older, but if on this time with the whole information technology era, it's like him, Bill Gates, and Steve Jobs,
and Steve Bezos.
Bezos.
Is it Bezos or Bezos?
There's a bunch of them though. It's not just them.
Oh yeah, what I'm just saying, like three of. I mean, and when did Jobs wasn't old either. Jobs was around the...
No, he's in his 50s. Even younger.
Early 50s. Yeah. We also point out some... we're going to keep it clean with this one. Some sanitizer for Dennis Hoff. Most famous for... I mean, this is a little tricky, but you could say he was a freedom of speech and freedom of liberty
Man, he was a
fighter.
fucking pimp. That's what he was. He sold pussy.
But
why we lying?
But he fought for free speech and he fought to have a brothel.
He didn't make no money selling free speech. He made money selling pussy, goddammit. What the fuck?
It's not about the money. It's about what he stood for and how he got his money. Yeah.
He's got his money selling pussy.
So
I don't know who this person is.
Why are we ducking and dodging this?
This guy, he
Bunny Ranch guy.
He opened the Bunny Ranch. And
the one on the HBO Bunny Ranch?
Selling pussy.
Yeah,
he was running for senator though.
He did.
But was it
like right now? Well, then.
Is that where
need to
Lamar
make a
was at?
trip.
That where he had like the drug
Yes,
overdose and shit?
Lamar was there overdosing on fucking.
Why are you calling out names?
Titties and cocaine.
Because he was in the news.
Lamar
What the
Odom.
fuck, Lamar Odom?
Oh, I thought.
Odom.
Oh, okay.
Oh, God, damn.
Not that
Sorry.
Lamar.
But yeah, Dennis
Spidey
Hoff.
senses a little off today,
Trying to
Stitch.
protect the innocent. Man just recently got married.
Dennis Hoff, he was also featured, as Stitch pointed out, on the HBO show Cat House for many, many years. That show just recently got canceled.
Yeah.
So
I think he had some like aspirations to be a Nevada
he tried to be governor.
governor,
No, he was
yeah,
running for Senate.
or Senate.
Senate,
Okay.
Yeah, he was literally in the race, and then he died. You know, it was weird. Like, I used to watch Cat House.
So did I.
That was a cool-ass show, but I remember there was one episode, it was so fucked up, because there was, like, this mom who brought her like, virgin kid there to get fucked. And I was
Whoa.
like, that's fucking...
Wait, no, wait.
There's a
You got to be 18 though.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
He was 18,
As far as like
virgin.
18th birthday
Yeah.
kind of deal. Yeah, I remember
Okay.
that one.
Dude, there was a few of those. There was like an old cowboy rancher. He brought his 18-year-old son there to lose his virginity as well. He paid for everything.
So,
he told his son, pick one out.
so who's in charge now?
The hoes are. They run the house. The bunnies are now.
Yeah, I don't know.
And I don't know if we've ever even like touched on this on the subject, just to go back, not to diverge, like not to grab the wheel and go off into the dirt. But who's in charge of Playboy Ranch now? Is it one
daughter.
of the sons, daughters?
His daughter. His daughter was CEO for a while. For
Oh,
like
yeah.
a decade or more.
Okay, I
daughter.
wasn't
Is
sure.
that when they
if, like,
decided to do fucking words only?
I wasn't sure
Fuck
if one
outta
of those
here
random
with that
hoes tried to be
bullshit.
like,
Start
I'm
doing
I'm
real
the-
articles.
Yeah.
No, dude, you know what? Them articles were always interesting. We cannot shit on those.
No,
They
Some of
were,
those
but
were
you
good.
wouldn't read it.
They're
It wasn't full of
infamous.
titties and pussy.
They're-
So.
Yeah,
Well,
but there was a lot of famous
I wouldn't.
writers.
You would-
But seriously though, some of those articles were fun.
Yeah. the
After you
first
were
two
done
paragraphs.
crying, after you're done crying, you're like, oh shit, let me build up my dignity again and fucking start reading articles.
God
God
damn,
dang.
we know how to shit on fucking RIPs, don't we?
Chrysler baby.
Isn't that where like the whole like I like slow walks on the beach, like drinking margaritas or some shit? Wasn't that like from Playboy?
I haven't read a Playboy in like.
It's been a
This is
minute
like
for
back
me.
in like
Over
the
a
70s. That's like
decade.
like the running joke with Playboy.
Once the
Coulda
internet
been.
started get cooking, I was like, well, I don't need this hard copy evidence for it. My
Yeah.
parents can bust me on this shit.
Internet done killed some of the nudie mags.
So
Hustler
appar-
was a pet fave.
So apparently, according to my boy Aiden, Sherry's Ranch also has lodging when Vegas is booked. He said like for the SEMA convention. I was like, that's interesting.
Wow.
I'm just gonna stay at a whorehouse.
Yeah.
why not?
During this convention.
It's also
Right
like
How,
the Woody Awards.
how far out was that? Like a hour or two drive from
Not too
Vegas?
far, I don't think.
Yeah.
He's talking about it's a different ranch. It's a Sherry's Ranch. Not he owned like 5 different ones, I think.
Wow.
It wasn't just the Bunny Ranch.
Because
a lot of pussy.
Henderson County is the one it's legal, right? It's
Yeah,
not-
yeah.
yeah.
It's the next county
Most
over.
people think it's in Vegas, but it's not.
Nope,
It's
you gotta
like,
drive
you
away
gotta
from Vegas.
Yeah.
What those girls out there? They be like passing those cards out.
Yeah, not that there aren't whores in Vegas. Like,
So
777 girls.
exactly.
so some of the I guess the ladies of the night that would be there, some of them would be actual
Focus.
porn stars, like Ava Devine and a few other ones. They would be there for like a couple weeks at a time.
Damn. Okay.
Yeah, like wasn't her name Eden 38 Double D or something like that?
Something like that.
Triple D?
Yeah, there was
She fine as
a
fuck.
few of them. Like
Wow.
if when you watch Cat House, because if you have HBO Go, you can watch every episode, but you'll see famous stars that'll be there at a time. They'd be there for like 2-3 weeks, and then do either a movie shoot or do like a dance tour.
I heard the hedgehog found him dead. Ron Jeremy.
Possibly.
Oh,
That's
damn.
what they were
I don't know.
saying.
I didn't look at the details. I just saw that I just saw that his life's work and like he got a lot of people over the hump.
When you said the hedgehog, first that popped in my mind was Sonic the Hedgehog.
Yeah.
What the hell?
I mean, some people were probably
Sega?
moving like Sonic, just trying to jack it all in.
Skates.
Hide all the drugs and
Skates.
shit for the
God
cough
dang.
cup. Wait, before we switch gears, so there was an article that came up recently, and I thought it was kind of interesting. So there was a French teacher from France who is going to jail for having sex with a 16-year-old student.
All bad.
Okay.
But in France, the age to consent is 16. So is that like a cultural thing?
Yes.
Or is it like, hey, you're in America,
Here
you
we
gotta do
go.
shit this way?
Yes.
It changes from state to state even here.
Yeah.
But
I
it's
think
still
it's-
nasty.
It's the same all over the state. You have to be 18 for consent.
No,
No.
No.
that's not true.
Depends
And-
on the state.
In certain
on the
states,
state.
in certain states it's younger.
Yeah.
Is
Yeah.
it really? Oh.
Yeah.
Yep.
Or
It
some
goes all the way
old-
from like 14 to 18.
I don't think
Depending-
it dipped down to 14 in
Yeah,
the
I think
States.
I think in the states it
I
went
think
up.
there's some places in the
I
South.
yeah, I was gonna say
I think-
Kentucky or Mississippi, West Virginia. One of those is like 14.
Or
at least
Louisiana
it
used to
for
be 8.
consent.
It-
Louisiana
I
used
think
to
the
be
lowest
16.
is. Oh god,
I mean, we.
Why I feel
you
like I'm
fact-
being quizzed.
Yeah, we can fact check.
I
mean,
thought
we got
it was
Google.
like 16 if you're 18 or older, but I know it's like I don't even want to throw out the state
Oh,
name.
Jesus Christ. They really need to update this.
Yeah.
So the federal law establishes that the age of 12 is the minimum age of consent. So that's the federal law.
Damn.
Wow.
But
Damn.
between all the states, it's somewhere between 12 and 18.
See?
I need to see
That
what
is-
states are saying that.
That is fucking gross.
Yeah.
Hold on, let me see.
All bad. Because
There's a map of 'em.
So there are
There's a map.
states that still allow child marriage. So it's still legal there. One of them is New Jersey with Steve Christie.
God damn,
Or
really?
Chris Christie. Chris Christie, he was the one who put the bill about child marriage, and a lot of people were against it, and he pulled it off, citing religious groups.
Freedom or something?
Yeah, religious
Oh,
freedom.
Jesus Christ.
Because under a religious part,
Dude,
they were still able to marry grown ass men to 12-year-old girls.
there's a lot of states in America where the legal age is 16.
Yeah.
wow.
I'm looking at it
Consent?
right
Yeah.
now. Even in Canada, it's all 16.
Damn.
Yeah, that's what I thought. That's
And
what I said.
then-
I was like 16 is the lowest.
Yeah, that's what
No,
I'm thinking.
16 is not the absolute
That's what I
lowest.
thought he just said.
He was talking about Canada.
No, he said I'm looking at Blue's map.
You're telling me there's no 15s in the U.S. where that is legal?
Maybe.
In like the East Coast, in I don't know what state
I'll bet
that is.
you find some at the 15 or 14
That New York?
age.
What
Maybe like
What's-
New Yorkish area.
I was like,
state? Let me see this.
So
This has become a research project for all of our
oh no, that's
listeners.
green. That's green. It looked like it was blue from far away.
Nope.
Or not blue, but like light blue.
Nope.
But like Mexico, some parts of Mexico,
Yeah.
Baja California.
So the
Not the
states,
United States.
18.
no, I think there's like one or two states that it's 16. I think in the United States, but I don't know which one it is. I thought it might be like.
Dude, there's
There's one there's some that are 16.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think it dips. I'm pretty sure it doesn't dip below in a 14 area, but I know it was. I thought it was 16 for a couple.
Dude,
of
or is
states,
this 15?
It's all
Oh,
bad.
here we
This
go.
is
This is the
fucking
better
weird.
one.
Yeah, that's the one I'm looking at.
Okay.
So like the,
Alabama it's 16.
Okay.
Alaska 16.
but everything else is 15, right? Isn't that what the dark blue is?
No, dark blue is fucking should be 18.
No, I think green
no,
is
no, no.
18. Or no, green is
17.
17. Dude,
All the ones that I'm seeing are
wait,
16
hold
and
up.
above.
I
Yeah,
feel very
sorry.
uncomfortable doing this research.
Yeah, this is all bad.
this chart's fucking confusing.
So 16
A
is
lot
the
of them
lowest
is
what we're seeing.
A lot of them is 16.
Okay.
A
So,
lot.
Yeah, a
so
lot of
there's a
them
good
16.
bit that are 16. Then.
Okay.
Yeah.
California. is
California's
18.
18.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, okay, sorry, not to staying on the gear of continents.
We starting this off with
So-
a bang.
Continent.
So yeah,
Yeah.
continents, like the
Continuity?
landmass.
Continents.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So
I thought we were talking about consent.
do you guys?
Chat's live about this.
Do you guys? How many continents are there in the world?
Seven, right?
Seven.
Okay, when I
6.
grew up, it was 5. Like we were only taught 5.
It's 6.
And it's-
Most people confuse Europe and Asia, which in my opinion it's Eurasia because it's the same plate.
Same, yeah.
Well, see, for me,
Well,
there
but-
was no like North America and South America is all considered America. That's what I've learned in the past. So that's why there's 5.
Oh.
I thought there were seven
me,
continents.
But no, there is 7. It depends on the way you were taught, apparently.
Oh,
So, like-
really? Like
yeah.
which school district and shit?
Well, I'm not sure it's school tradition. I think it's also timing too. So it's
that's how they did
really
in New York?
fucking weird. Why I took classes in East Palo Alto, so I could explain why.
EPA might be the
Yeah.
the common denominator here.
But did you? This fucking blew my mind when I fucking came across this. But did you know that Greenland is part of North America?
Yep.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That fucking brain, that hurts my brain. Like I always thought it was like maybe Europe or maybe like its own fucking continent, but I didn't know it was part
It looks
of North America.
it looks bigger on the map than
in person.
Yes, it is.
It's weird how they consider continents and then islands. There's some sort of difference because they'll consider like technically Australia is it should be an island in theory because it's completely surrounded on all sides by water.
No, it's a continent because it's the way the plate is.
yeah.
Well, yeah,
continental
well-
plates, yeah.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. But
But it's both. It's a continent and an island.
yeah,
Well, that'd be like saying, I don't know, something. What would be similar to that? I guess.
Greenland.
Alaska.
Like If you called Eurasia, you could say that's a big
'Cause I
ass
think they-
island.
Yeah, I mean,
Technically
I hear what you're
call-
saying.
is
There's
it-
a cutoff.
Technically, the largest island is what Greenland in theory.
Well, it would be like saying Antarctica is an island. It's not. It's a continent.
Yeah, I mean it's
It's sort of both.
No,
Square
it's
is
not.
a rectangle and a rectangle is a
No,
square
it's
kind of
it's
thing.
not because it's how big it is, the actual landmass.
so where is that?
And it's the
where's
it's the
that
plate.
Where's that line of
Yeah.
mileage that becomes
Normally they
from an
say
island
a
to a
island is-
continent?
It's like
Well,
with the
it's more than
planet.
that too. It also has to do with the like the actual plate that it's sitting on. So continents, it's on a continental plate. islands they come up from
Volcanoes.
yeah. So
Yeah.
that's not how continents work.
So
But
is Europe
continents-
and then Asia on different plates.
no,
then?
that's why I said there's only 6 continents because it's
But
the
why-
Eurasian plate.
Oh, but
Why
they
do
have
they
the,
always
they have
say
that rural,
7?
they have that mountain range
No,
between them.
That's like saying that the Rocky Mountains is a fucking
But
separator.
I
It's
thought
not.
but hold on, I thought the formation of the mountains was 2 plates colliding and causing that.
Right, but that's most mountain ranges are like that, but it's still part of the same plate.
Ooh, you
It's,
sure?
it's the same thing with the Rocky Mountains. The same thing. They're pushing together to build the Rocky Mountains, but it's still part of the same plate.
Okay, but if a landmass is surrounded by water, that is also an island, though.
No,
mean-
if it's not, it's a continental plate though. That's a difference. I wish we had came back on.
It's got to be both. It's got to be both. It's got to be a continent and an island.
One other thing I wanted to bring
I
up
don't
too
know,
is
I'm
that
not a
so
geologist, I don't know.
I mean, there's probably other people out there like this too, but like I was pretty recent that I learned that Africa was a continent and not a country. But the reason why I thought this was because it's not just African Americans or Africans. Like nobody calls other races by what continent they're on. Like,
Asians.
yeah, there's Asians, but like they don't say like, "Hey, are you South American?" or something like
not
that.
always, because people don't consider Russians Asian.
Or Indian people.
Some people
they,
don't.
They consider it regional.
Some people
Yeah.
don't, because Asia's huge. It's the most populated continent we have. I totally get that, but I'm saying for East Asians, usually when they're talking about Chinese, Mongolian, Thailand, and
All right,
et cetera,
here's the answer to
they're
your
talking
question about continents and islands, which I was correct. Continents sit on a continental lithosphere, which is part of a tectonic plate, which is floating high on the Earth's mantle. Islands are either extensions of oceanic crust, as in volcanic islands, or geologically part of some continent sitting in the continental lithosphere, like Greenland.
Okay.
Why
But
do
they're-
they always say we got 7 continents then?
So
Because
it
they're dumb.
varies.
It's 6.
Yeah,
Who's
some
dumb?
people say
The people that it's just like
Did you find the Eurasian?
yeah, I told you. Like,
Eurasia is one continent.
A lot of like geologists they consider it the Eurasian plate the same, like one landmass.
Okay.
So,
So it depends on who you're talking to. So it's either 5,
is.
6, or 7.
some say 4.
4.
Yeah,
What?
because because the North America and South America they
connected.
connect, with the exception of the Panama Canal, of course.
That's man-made.
Sure.
Yeah, it is man-made, but because the North and South are connected, they consider that that can be considered
Yeah.
one continent.
And it's called America. So when Donald Trump says "Make
Or
America gay,"
or America.
oh, that's fucking America, dog.
This is,
America's.
Ashra Senpai notices you.
Nah, damn it, I was gonna say that shit.
Damn.
All right.
So can we go in
How
on?
do we get
Yeah,
here?
what you
Yeah.
want to go on?
Apparently, it blew people's minds. Somebody was like, "Wait, Russians are Asians?" Yes, Russians
So-
are Asians.
Yeah, so
They
it's
don't.
Indian people.
They don't consider themselves,
No.
but I hear you. They're definitely, but they're also.
Japanese or no Chinese or Europeans?
By that
Chinese and
definition,
Europeans. What are you talking about?
The Eurasian continent. If
saying
they're
it's
all
one
one,
continent.
then
Then Asian
Chinese
people are
are-
European.
yeah, Chinese are European because Japan's an island.
it could be a Pacific Islander.
So when like Czechoslovakia is what? Technically Europe?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
so that was Europe, and then
If it's still
when it
there, someone hasn't
eventually-
blown. If they haven't
Right.
blown
when all that
themselves up.
shit went down-
Anything that's in Asia that's north of fucking China and Mongolia is pretty much
Okay.
European. Anything south of that is considered Asian. If you go east far enough, they're Middle Eastern.
I was
So
gonna say, where's the borderline then?
it's like anything north of China and Mongolia.
But to the west, where's
But
that
North
line to the
Korea
west?
borders Russia too. Like, you know what I mean? Like they're.
But that's the south of Mongolia and China, right?
But what I'm trying to say is though they're like there's this like common border. Like, is that the line really? Like when you're talking about that far?
South.
Generally speaking, I mean that's where most Europe. But you see white people fucking are Caucasians to the north of that region, and then to the south you see people with Asian features. So, or
Yeah.
Indians are technically Asian.
they are.
True.
I was just confused. I didn't know where the line was.
Well, that
to
is
the west
that's a
of Asia.
subcontinent too.
You know what's weird? This is something that Neil deGrasse Tyson talked about. This is
Wait a
a
minute,
really
India?
this is a scientific fucking episode right here.
Yeah,
know.
man. This
So
is,
check this out. This is gonna blow your mind.
How's
All right.
India a
You've
subcontinent?
learned.
So apparently,
I was waiting for him to say I farted, and I would be
No.
like, "Oh shit!" I would have fucking lost.
apparently Christopher Columbus, who's a piece of shit, by the way, he actually merged the two divergent, basically human species together when he quote unquote founded America and the Native Americans, because we had separated like genetically when the Asians from Asia came over the Bering Strait and then settled here in America. That's why they look so much different than other people in that same region, and why they got super fucking sick and why they had no resistance to like alcohol and shit like that is because they grew up on a totally different like genetic branch than Caucasians. And when Christopher Columbus came over and introduced like all these Caucasian like diseases and like all these other things that they weren't used to. That's why a lot of them died off, is because they weren't used, like the whole branch of like that genetic chain wasn't used to all that shit. But they all merged together after Christopher Columbus.
That's why
Well,
we didn't
merged by like
Crossbreed.
forcible rape, but
Well, yeah, but it's just like interesting how basically the human race went down two separate paths.
Yeah.
Until that point in time. So he did something good, but other things horribly bad. So
he brought us back together, but then he brought the plague. Was it the bubonic plague that he brought, or
it was just a fucking flu, too.
Yeah.
Just the flu.
Influenza.
Yeah, fucked him up.
God damn.
okay.
All right. So
Where would you want?
I ain't been
This
learning.
concludes our geography history
Yeah.
portion
Yeah.
of Black and Black Times of
This is the
February.
B than BTI version.
The more you know. Star.
Where would you? Want
Should we?
Why don't you guys talk about Venom since you
Yeah.
guys saw it?
Oh yeah, let's talk about it.
Blue, you had
didn't
some
see it?
thoughts.
I saw it
You
already.
saw
I
it,
gave
yeah.
my.
So has
my
everyone
thoughts.
Have you seen it?
Yeah, I saw it.
Blue, why don't you kick us off?
So no, we can.
Yeah,
spoil
yeah,
it?
Yeah,
Spoil the shit.
Yeah, we've all seen
So
it.
yeah, I saw it over the weekend. It was better than I thought, because looking at the trailers that was released, I was like, this is gonna be a shit show. Like, I didn't like how Eddie Brock's like the Venom with like webs or goose wing and shit, how it came out of his arms. Just it didn't look fucking right at all. But actually, it was kind of entertaining. I seriously hated the fuck out of that Elon Musk guy. Like, that guy was
Pretty
like,
bad.
I'm not sure if it was bad acting or I'm racist, but I just did not like that dude.
Yep.
But maybe that's a good sign of his character. Maybe he's like trying to portray that person. But I just could not like. I needed
rough.
somebody else in that role, to be honest. But What's-Name did a really good job as Eddie Brock. I mean, some scenes were kind of cheesy and stupid, and it makes sense. And I really wish they would have made it an R-rated movie, because there was a lot of scenes where it's like, I need to see a fucking head get bitten off. I need to see people losing fucking limbs. Like, I need to see Venom do Venom shit. But overall, it was still pretty entertaining
Okay.
from my point.
Stitch, what you got?
I enjoyed it. I went in with neutral feelings. I originally didn't like the whole, this is going to be completely different from Spider-Man, and there's going to be no spider sort of touching on anything. So I thought that was weird, and then now all of a sudden he's supposed to be this sort of anti-hero kind of aspect, and I was like, I don't know how I feel about that. I saw the first trailer just to sort of gauge my interest, and I was like, okay, I can go check this out. I'm not in a rush. Not going to stand in line to go see it the first day. So I watched it. I enjoyed it for what it was. There were some crazy, nutty plot holes in it,
Yeah.
but overall, I was pleased. I wasn't mad that I spent my whatever $10-11 to go watch the movie. So I did enjoy it. I didn't like the Elon Musk character also. Tom Hardy is. I'm sort of on the fence how I feel on Tom Hardy as an actor.
Really?
But that's a whole different discussion for a different day. And I guess once we start to divulge into the plot, then I'll sort of nitpick little issues that I had.
Well, I
the girl
don't.
I didn't really care about. And
You didn't have anything like.
Michelle Williams?
Didn't make any sense.
yeah, I wasn't really attached to any of the characters at all in it. I mean, Eddie could sort of put himself in that position to get his life ruined.
Yep.
But that's sort of just the surface on what I felt about it. But you can go ahead, Old Ninja.
I'm gonna keep it real with you, Chief. This plot of this movie is literally Howard the Duck from the 80s. It's literally the same
remember
fucking
Howard the
plot.
Duck.
Yeah,
Can't even
it's
remember that plot.
It's literally like, aliens come down, fuck up some shit. One of the aliens, he wants to go back, and then he has to choose, whether his alien overlord or his boss or whatever is going to bring down his homies or like wreck it and be stuck on Earth type shit. Literally almost scene for scene. Well, not almost scene for scene, but similar plot. I'm like,
I can see where you're coming from.
yeah, it's very similar. Like,
So there's no bestiality.
There's no duck fucking.
no, I mean, there's
a tentacle rape?
There's
He has tentacles, right?
Yeah, there's tentacle rape.
There's
Pretty-
alien on human.
Yeah, so I mean, one of the big things that kept fucking me up was like they're doing their research, talking about how a symbiote needed to be matched with the perfect host, but yet Venom and Riot are able to go host to host to host with no fucking problem. Everyone else seemed to be fine. They were able to just randomly pick fucking hosts that mattered.
Oh, Ninja, when you're a hoe, they're all perfect.
Oh man, I guess so. But still, like, it just was like weird because people were dying in the labs, whereas Venom and Riot, who are out in the wild, are able to like live. Like, he goes to a fucking dog, and the dog fucking lives or whatever.
Yeah.
Apparently, that was a perfect match. He just knew that he was able to escape, and little kids, people in fucking Mongolia and shit, they all were perfect matches. No problems. Nothing. So
Well, they slowly started dying though.
you don't see that.
I
You
know
see
I'll
one person have issues. One. The little
No,
kid, you don't see. No, you only see the lady in the jungle. She starts like dripping and shit or whatever.
Well, there was
but-
Come
also
through
like
tripping.
She was
No,
horny? Or what's going on?
maybe.
well, you don't. Yeah, I guess you really don't see.
You don't
what
see
happened.
the kid. You don't see what happened to the dog.
You don't see what happened to the astronaut too, which is
You don't see what happened to him either.
Jameson's son.
And then he magically bonds with Elon Musk, and there's no fucking issues. Like he's a perfect match.
No
problems.
Before I forget, the two big plot things where I was confused about was they touched and they sort of made it like this big plot point. They're like, all right, Eddie, this symbiote is killing you after he got these tests and stuff, and his ex-girlfriend's boyfriend was like, oh, it's killing you, it's doing whatever, and then Venom's like, no, it's not. They don't know what they're talking about. That seems like a big plot point. Like, what do you mean it's killing me? Like, what's it doing? And then they didn't go back and touch on that. Like, all right, is it eating away at him? And I was like, I mean, we know because all right, he eats organs because we read the books. He eats brains. He needs all that stuff. But I don't think they laid it out there as much.
It was
It,
real
it was
quick.
it was a hole, but they kind of covered it up a little bit with the Band-Aid by saying and showing multiple times that he does heal very much. Like when Eddie had his bones broken, he said, "See, I can heal you. I can heal you." Even though it's quote unquote killing you, I'm also healing you at the same time.
But then
was their Band-Aid.
There's also at the end where he's telling like you only can eat like criminals' heads or whatever. And he's like, yeah, if I get hungry, I'm gonna eat like your body parts. Like that was the only little subtle hint that they threw in there.
Also,
that was it.
It bonded with Michelle Williams' character as well with no issues.
And then
apparently.
what was there?
Which looks fucking great.
Was there
That
a
was great.
purpose that was Riot trying to get to Venom? Like, what was the purpose of Riot being in Singapore and get in like? Because it seemed like he was trying to get to San Francisco. It wasn't just like they just met by chance. It seemed like that was his sort of.
I think he was trying to get to the other symbionts.
But why?
that
Maybe
rocket.
Sensed them or something. I don't
Yeah,
know.
what point? What for? Oh, I guess was he trying to incarcerate? I thought he was trying to capture Venom and incarcerate him like he
No.
fucked up. But
He
yeah,
wanted to rule the
when we
world
get
or
to
destroy
when we
the
get to
world.
the fight, there's no point.
Yeah, Riot was just like, all right, I'm trying to get back into space to tell the other symbiotes we need to come here and
Yeah, come with me.
colonize this planet or whatever. So why did he need to go to San Francisco to do that? And why didn't he because it seemed like all right, there was some reason why he needed to because he was like getting on a plane. Like why does he need to get on a fucking plane?
Yeah.
To get to
There's
fly
plot
halfway
holes,
across
man.
the globe.
Yeah,
And I was just
so-
like confused.
Here's the thing that was bothering me: that we were rooting for a bad guy. I mean, because Eddie Brock's a fucking bad guy in the comics. He's a bad dude. Like
The other
he's
person was
not.
worse though. So.
Yeah, Cletus Cassidy is worse, but Eddie Brock was the first that we see, and then he's a bad guy that we're rooting for him. He does good fucking things, which is fucking me up because in the comics he fucks with Peter. He's a bully to Peter. He punks him, and then he hated Peter because he got him fired. And then when Peter cast out the symbiote, the two of them meet. The one thing Eddie Brock didn't know was that he was Spider-Man.
Right. Symbiote knows he's Spider-Man,
He knew,
Eddie
and
Brock,
he
yeah.
told that to Eddie Brock. So it was like two things. Eddie Brock could have fucked up his world. Well, he could have told everyone because he still had reporting skills, which he didn't. But instead, he decides to fuck up Peter's life. He decides to fuck with them, which is all eradicated in this fucking movie. And yet you want to sit there, Prodigy, and be cool with
Yeah,
him
good
getting a
question.
suit
Yeah.
from his quote-unquote pimp
There
daddy.
we go.
But yet the genesis and the nucleus of the very creation of this character is radically altered.
Does Eddie
And
Brock
you're
have
cool
spider
with
sense?
it.
Eddie Brock has no spider sense.
Dude, he did. He had hella spider sense
Yeah,
in that
he-
goddamn movie.
He shouldn't have spider sense, and it seemed like he has some kind of non-spider sense precognitive warning
So
system.
you're saying wait.
He does not have spider sense. He
Does
has
not-
some kind of
In the movie, you're saying he does not.
He does not have spider sense. He has some kind of warning system. It is not spider related. That's where I want to
No.
be careful with those words. That's all I'm saying.
I'm not caring about that, but you sat here on this podcast ranting and raving about Pant Tony and his suit that he gave instead of fucking Peter making it himself, but yet the very genesis nucleus start of this character in this movie you're okay with.
Yeah.
I just want to be clear.
Let me be real
'Cause
clear. Let me be real clear with you. I admitted this movie has a ton of plot holes. I said that on my review.
Oh, yeah.
And one of the plot holes is this does not follow anything close to the comics.
True,
It doesn't.
but you like this movie a little bit more than Homecoming.
I did because of a few things. This has, I mean, I've already done this before, but it has some fun to it that I didn't get the sense from that with Homecoming. And I'm talking barely. They're kind of on par. And the other thing, just to be really clear on, is that,
Well, then,
dropping shit.
but
Spider-Man's a flagship for Marvel.
yeah,
So.
Spider-Man's just way bigger. He's way bigger than Venom is. He always has been. This is like the sixth movie.
That is undeniably true. However, this villain, who has his own comic, versus Vulture, Rhino, Shocker, Sandman, they don't have their own comics. Venom does, but his very start is with Spider-Man.
Absolutely, I've never denied that.
But you were okay with that with this movie,
I'm
and
okay
not
with-
okay with the suit being given by his quote-unquote.
I'm okay with the reinvention as long as there's some fun to it, but it's not like I said this was a perfect movie. It's not like I said this was an 8 or a 9 out of 10.
Yes,
I didn't
this
say
is
I
true.
love it.
This is true. However, your ire towards Homecoming versus your love or like, I should say,
but
your
remember,
like for this
some of
movie.
that ire started with Civil War too. I mean, it didn't just start with Homecoming.
This is true
I had
as well,
problems with
but-
how Peter Parker, because he's so well known, was introduced. Venom wasn't introduced correctly. I will freely admit that. He was not introduced correctly according to comic lore, according to any cartoons. He just wasn't. But at the same time, I also feel like Peter Parker in this would have made it a very different movie. I don't think you get an anti-hero Venom. I think you get
No,
a
of course
Venom,
not.
a
See,
villain Venom.
It is super hard in Hollywood to sell a
How hard
movie.
is it, Ninja?
It's very hard.
Talk about how hard it is.
It's so hard.
Throbbing.
Oh, pulsating veins hard.
Buddha.
But yeah, I mean, it's hard to sell a movie about a bad guy doing bad things where the audience is rooting for them.
Yep.
Versus bad guys doing good things, a la Suicide Squad.
I rooted for that bad kid in fucking Boondocks. Fuck, do
Oh,
bad
that one episode. That was
smoking with cigarettes.
that's all bad because that kid was a real person. And he
So,
was,
did you hate? What did you hate this more than, in terms of other movies, superhero movies? Because you're hard on it, and I get that.
yeah, I mean, don't get me wrong. The movie had flaws, and what bothered me is we're rooting for a bad guy, and they altered the character to make us care about him, which probably made me a little upset. However, I did like the way Venom looked. He was brutal. There needed to be more. You can tell that they edited graphic shit out of this movie, even though you
Definitely.
see a little bit.
Yeah.
You can tell there's a quick cut where you're like, "Fuck that!" There was something there that probably would have been gruesome, and they took it from me. And there was some interesting. Tom Hardy, he brought, like he said in Brazil, he was going to bring the best Eddie Brock that he could, and he gave us an Eddie Brock that carried this movie, which
Definitely.
which I was okay with. However, there's too much Howard the Duck to this movie for me to be like, this is great. Even though I love Howard the Duck, this wasn't like obviously the perfect movie. This was a fun movie, but
It
it
was
does
fun.
have a lot of issues.
But actually,
That's exactly
I
what
put
I
this
was at.
movie under Homecoming though.
Oh yes, I definitely put this.
Homecoming was a little bit more entertaining, but just because fucking what's name played a badass fucking Vulture, and that's
yes.
what kept
Yeah,
me
he
in
was
my-
better.
Yeah,
he was better than this villain. I
He
will
was
give you
amazing. Yeah, I
I'll
mean,
give you that.
but we all agreed that Michael Keaton knocked it out of the park
Oh
with
fuck
Vulture.
yeah!
that. Agreed.
So I mean, this Riot dude, he was fucking.
He was bad. He was awful.
He was a throwaway villain.
Right? Wasn't a character. He was a fucking CGI fucking.
But Elon, he's talking about
Yeah, Elon,
Yeah.
his symbiote.
Yeah, he was the dude from that HBO show. I can't think of the thing of it, but he was a whack ass character in that.
Yeah, but still, I mean,
But it was funny. I mentioned this in our group chat. I said that if you ever want to see what it will look like for two pieces of bubblegum to fight against each other, watch this movie.
oh
'Cause
damn.
The scene where they're on the jet or the rocket that's about to take off. There's a fight scene between Venom and the other character. And like there's scene where like the symbiotes are like fighting against each other and like peeling away, and you have the humans fighting in between. Dude, that was like watching bubblegum fight. It was really weird.
It's
It looked
annoying
cool,
me because
but-
it's like they do such a good job of setting up all these like storylines and plots and everything, and then at the very end they give us this fucking CGI fucking eye melting acid trip.
Yeah.
Same thing happened with Black Panther when they're fighting on the fucking monorail
Yeah,
underneath the earth.
I
I,
didn't
was
like
like,
that.
what the fuck is this shit?
Yeah,
And
that was probably the biggest disappointment for me.
Yeah.
that could have been so much better.
Yeah, and I'm
You don't-
just like, I don't want to see these melting fucking blobs of whatever trying to overtake one person. Oh, we're gonna slow frame it and do the wraparound thing where you can see the person's face underneath.
freeze
the blob.
frame
I'm
it,
like,
yeah.
Like, stop with that shit. Like, oh.
One huge fucking problem I had with the movie was that, okay, so Eddie Brock was dating a chick who worked for the evil corporation, and he like goes through email.
Evil Corp.
Yeah, basically, it was evil corporation. But yeah, so they end up breaking up. But this bitch, 6 months later, gets with another goddamn dude, and he already had the key to her goddamn apartment.
I don't even think it was 6 months.
Dude,
It was
Yeah, they said
three.
6
They
months.
said 6
I thought it was
months.
3 months.
It's San Francisco. You need to get that double income as best you can.
Yeah. And that was the other thing. Like, Eddie Brock had a pretty nice apartment with no fucking job.
At the beginning.
Well, no, after they break up, after
No,
he
he
loses his
was-
job.
Afterwards, he was in a different apartment. He was
Well, yeah, he was in a different apartment, but still in San Francisco.
Yeah.
That rent probably still $3,000.
yeah.
No job, that's fucking impossible.
Another thing they
He be
kinda-
shit on the street.
on poop patrol.
Oh shit! Another thing that they kind of glossed over is Eddie's past, because
they did.
he's an ex-con, and you get a very minute sense of it if you watch the after
I
credits.
think they didn't want to tie it down to something concrete based on whatever they might be able to link it into in the future.
Yeah.
Because all they said was like, oh, you moved from New York, stuff didn't work out in New York.
Which
Yeah.
is from the comics. I will
Yeah.
just say, Eddie moves to San Francisco, I think, in Lethal Protector, and he has his whole storyline in San Francisco. So that part, they borrowed that from the comics,
Yeah.
but not a whole
Which is
lot.
fine, and I'm all about Marvel spreading their wings and not just being New York City.
Yeah, of
Completely
course.
fine with me.
Yeah.
so.
Of
But
course.
even with Cloak and Dagger, like I mentioned it with Cloak and Dagger being in like New Orleans, I was like, it was
Cloak and Dagger was great.
the high school kids down in LA.
Runaways.
Runaways, yeah, I love that. I'm like, spread them out. I was like, I love that.
West Coast Avengers!
Oh damn! So what numbers are the three of us giving it?
Yeah, what
Ratings?
Yeah,
Yeah.
what you giving?
I'm
you need to mark this down, Stitch.
Yeah, I'm getting it out.
I'm gonna give this probably a 6.8.
Okay.
Just because it was fun. Like I kind of went in there with low expectation, just because I didn't like the trailers at all, and like the fact that it was barely filmed like a year before it got released, kind of made me go in there worrying about how good it was gonna be. But it still, I had a good time. It was fun to watch. I didn't like a lot of the characters, but Venom was badass. I really have to give him for that. Venom was fucking funny, and like I wish it was an R-rated movie. So that's why I'm giving it a 6.8.
Hold into what you got.
I'm giving this a solid 6.
6-0.
Yeah. I like this more than Predators. A lot more than Predators. But it just was missing, a lot of stuff. I mean, Tom Hardy acted his ass off. I mean, he brought us Eddie Brock, a decent version of Eddie Brock. Venom looked cool, except for the end battle stuff. But the plot was just fucking stringy there, barely there. Howard the Duck shit. So 6.0 for me.
What you got, Stitch?
You're 6.8.
6.8.
6.8.
Doing some. Here you go. 6.8. 6.
No, 6.0.
I did
me.
6.8.
He did
6.8.
6.0.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think I gave it like a
I think you gave it 7 something. 7.2? 7.4?
7.4, I think?
Something.
7.5? Something like that.
Got to rewind the tape.
Yeah. Let's just go with that. What you got?
Stylus is acting up on me. I'll give it a. This is 7.
7-0?
The critics were just like pounding us into the fucking sand.
Yep.
But then the regular just civilian folk were just like, oh, I loved it. I was like, okay, good. It gives me a nice little neutral thing to go into. There were obviously some plot points that didn't make any fucking sense. I like Tom Hardy's performance in this. I didn't like the plot holes, but for overall, from what they were allowed to work with and not being allowed to touch the whole Spider-Man aspect.
Bullshit. Sony still owns Spider-Man. I'm just...
In terms of how they're going to link stuff to, I don't think they were allowed to fuck up you can have your little thing, but don't fuck up what we got going on over here.
Maybe that's the deal with Marvel.
I'm sure
I
that
don't
was sort
know.
of like, hey, have your nice little Venom movie. Don't fuck up this big ass money project that we got over here.
But Venom making big money too.
that was going to be my next point, and it did financially well. So
Yeah.
hopefully, maybe we can get a little bit of a tie-in. I don't know how they're going to weave that into each other.
They may not.
They may not.
They may be having middle fingers pointed at each other like, fuck you and your Venomverse.
I don't know. But yeah, I guess 7. What did I say, 7?
Yeah, you said 7-0?
Yeah.
7.75.
God damn.
Yeah.
We didn't really touch on the kind of the end credit scenes because there was 2 of them. Or yeah, 2.
Oh yes, Woody Harrelson.
Yeah, that's Carnage.
Yeah, perfect. It seemed a little bit
Perfect
corny,
person for him,
but
yeah.
yeah, definitely. As soon as I saw him, I was like, "Oh shit, that's gonna be good."
I can see.
But it's got to be R.
What
Yeah,
movie?
I
You
hope
can't have
so.
no
I hope
PG-13.
so.
What movie was he in? Was it like not American Psychos?
Natural Born
Natural
Killer.
Born
Killer.
Yeah.
And they bring back
That
his
shit changed my
characters.
life.
Yeah.
With Juliette Lewis.
But then also after the credits, they had about 5 or 10 minutes of Batman or not Batman.
Enter the Spider-Verse.
Enter the Spider-Verse. And that shit looked good because we got to see Miles Morales meeting Peter Parker for the first time, and it was pretty funny. The whole scene was amazing.
I'm just gonna say this too. It's at almost 400 million right now. Has not hit China. Once it hits China, it's going to be well over 550. You know.
I'm glad that it beat my expectations.
So. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it could even go up into the 600s. We'll see.
Another problem I have with this movie. Sorry. I don't like shit being filmed in San Francisco. Just because, like.
Oh, really?
Yeah, just because I'm like, when scenes are happening, I'm like all the shit's going down, but like, where's the cops at? Or,
I thought that too.
Where's
SFPD was fucking vacant.
Yeah, it's like, where's the homeless people at? Like, I mean, there's one homeless lady, or there's a few homeless people, but like, I don't know, just shit doesn't seem right. Like, like when the evil corporation had their building on the other side of the Golden Gate Bridge, I'm like,
well, that was
there
fake.
ain't shit there. Like, that's hella CGI. Like, that kind of pulled me a little bit out of that movie. Yeah,
you're all get mad about that because all the
Oakland.
East Coast people can probably be saying the same shit. We're like, oh, you're gonna put the Avengers Tower in the middle of fucking
Midtown Manhattan.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm playing Spider-Man. Like, oh shit, where the hell is?
That's not where the Wakanda embassy is.
Yeah.
Fuck y'all.
Yeah, you're
Like,
all like,
I can't even get mad about that.
yeah, watching Venom, you're like, Sausalito don't look like that.
All right, we done Venomed it up.
Yeah.
Where are we going now?
All right, so the next portion of the podcast is going to be brought to you by
Me.
Loot Crate.
Oh,
Loot Crate is basically Comic-Con in a box. It's a pretty epic service that most of us use on here. I think Stitch still gets Loot Crate pets, right?
The pets.
It's a great. So basically, Loot Crate, their base service is it's pretty inexpensive. You get a shirt, you get some kind of toy like the Ice King here. It's Ice King, right?
Ice King, yep.
yeah.
And
Gunther.
other kinds of like little toys and knickknacks and stuff. It's pretty awesome if you like nerdy stuff, which I do obviously. Or if you're a hoarder and you don't want to get rid of anything ever, it's great to just have a bunch of random stuff around. So you would see more of my Loot Crate stuff around me if I was in a permanent location. But right now we're in my garage, so you get to see my fridge and my dishwasher, or no, my dishwasher, my laundry stuff. So, but yeah, pretty soon you'll be able to see more of my Loot Crate stuff. They also have different kinds of Loot Crates, like we mentioned before. Loot Crate Pets, which, Stacey, you want to talk about that for a second?
Yeah, Loot Crate Pets. They send you a nice weekly surprise box. I mean, my dog almost knows it's coming because it's a little fun to open it up, and he sees the treats, the little chew toy, and then a lot of times he gets a nice T-shirt. If you do have a big dog, order the extra size because I mean, I have a big dog, so if you are thinking about getting in and you're like, oh, I don't know, whatever, try to order extra. Just get like a little hair tie and tie it around him. So try to order a little bit extra big for your dog.
So since this month is Halloween, the theme for Loot Crate this week is going to be Halloween themed. So you're going to see some like Evil Dead shit in there, American Horror Story, Attack on Titans.
Nice.
They also have one called Loot Fright, which is like especially for this time of year. So they have
Spooky.
Season's Greetings, they got Krampus, H.P. Lovecraft stuff. So they got all kinds of stuff. They also have 3 themed crates like Halo, Fallout, God of War, Deadpool, you know, Marvel. They got all kinds of stuff. If you don't have a lot of money for whatever reason, they have Lootwear, which is where they send you a shirt and some other kind of wearable like socks or gloves or something like that. And if you're a baller, you can get a Loot Crate DX, which has more items and higher quality items. And every month they have what's called the Mega Crate, which if you get any sort of Loot Crate service, you get put into a drawing for the Mega Crate, which you'll get like big box items like a freaking console or a TV or something like that. It's pretty cool. I've been getting it for a long time now. I'm very happy with the service. So if you go to trylootcrate.com/BTI with the promo code of Bridge10, as in a bridge you're walking over in the number 10, you will save yourself 10% on a new subscription. Once again, that is trylootcrate.com/BTI with the promo code of Bridge10, as in a bridge you're walking over in the number 10, to save yourself 10% on any new subscription. And now, on with the show.
All right, let's jump in.
Thank you, sponsors.
Call of Duty.
Keeping the lights on.
Black Ops 4 dropped this past week.
Yeah.
Biggest game. Oh, you gonna be shitting on it, huh?
Yeah.
Well, before you do, let's set things.
Let's go to pretend land now.
Huh? We're gonna pretend.
Yeah, you're gonna pretend.
What am I gonna pretend on?
We'll see.
This is one of the highest rated, according to Metacritic, one of the highest rated Call of Duties we've had on this console generation. It's done extremely well on digital sales, and basically everybody's playing it. Even Ninja
I
moved
thought the
over.
numbers were bad on it.
Call it Activision
The
is not
physical
released.
sales were bad.
Yeah,
Oh,
the
okay.
digital ones were very solid.
Okay.
I don't know what the physical ones are quite yet,
Okay.
but it will be when the dust settles either the number 1 or number 2 game in terms of highest selling for the year. It is
For now.
for 2018. It will be.
You don't think Red Dead will?
I
Red
said
Dead
1 or
2?
2. That's what I mean.
Yeah,
one or two.
broke a bunch of sales records.
Yeah. This shouldn't be news or controversial that Call of Duty is incredibly popular.
Oh yeah, no.
Are we really going?
They're
No,
mad-
I
they're mad at the
just
shooting
saw
game.
like an article saying like the sales numbers were down, but I guess it could have been just physical
It's
copies.
physical
So
sales.
yeah, so
Yeah,
I
a lot of
didn't-
people bought it
I didn't
digitally.
click on it, so I was just like, oh, okay.
Okay, so I'm playing it. It sounds like Kronos started it.
I started it.
Old Ninja's definitely on it, right?
Did we not play together?
Yeah, I'm trying to tell the audience.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Damn.
Yeah.
I don't got it.
All right.
Oh, fuck with it.
Let's jump right on in. There's 3 modes to this: Blackout, the Battle Royale mode, multiplayer, and zombie
Zombies.
mode. Which one do you want to start with?
Let's start with Blackout because that's the only
Okay.
one you can play while you're like installing the game.
No, that is not true.
It was when I played.
Not when I played.
Yeah,
The
when
only thing I could play was Blackout.
Yeah, that's what I just said.
Oh, I thought you said
that's what I
zombies.
No,
Oh,
no,
it's
no.
Blackout.
It's just,
Oh,
yeah,
shit, my
Blackout.
bad.
Yeah, I started with Blackout. Blackout was the only mode I was able to play while it was loading, or while the rest of the game was installing.
Which
So
is significant to install.
Yeah, it's a big install.
it is. Yeah,
How big
which
was the
is-
install?
Which is weird.
Fucking huge.
Yeah, it's huge because there was
15 gigs, 100
Day
gigs?
one, there was like a 50 gig update. God dang!
And
On
then
top
on
of
top
the
of-
install.
Plus a 12 gig update, which is what I had to install as well. So
I think that wasn't on day 1.
Yeah, that wasn't day
That
one. That was probably day 2.
Still.
Yeah,
I
it's still
wasn't-
huge.
I bought it like what, yesterday?
Oh yeah, them.
Yeah.
I haven't
Jesus
played in a
Christ.
couple
That's
days.
about
Come on, man.
Yeah, it's huge. I mean,
Well,
day
that's-
one was huge.
So can I just talk about the install shit was fucking bullshit.
How so?
So when I first put the disc in my PS4, it said it installed really quickly, and so I opened up the game, and I knew I had updates to do. That's fine, but the game opened, and I went to go like try to play it, and it said the game was only like 12% installed, and I was like, what the fuck? Like, it's basically a cock tease.
That's weird. Mine didn't do that shit.
Mine did it. Like,
Yeah,
and I'm
that's
pretty sure
weird.
everybody's did it. They just maybe didn't notice. But like, it literally it locked everything that I could do except for Blackout.
See, for me,
Yeah, during the install, that's what
I
happened.
couldn't even play Blackout initially.
Oh,
I couldn't
no?
play anything.
Literally within 15 minutes, I was able to play Blackout while the game was continuing to install.
But
You know what these video games companies need to do? They need to, or at least like the game companies, like the stores, they should release games earlier because they should take in that time that you have to like update the fucking game.
well, if you bought it digitally, like a lot of people
Yeah,
did,
if you buy it
then
digitally, it'll download, and
automatically
then
download.
once it unlocks at like 9 or 8 or whatever time you get, as long as you pre-order or
No,
buy it before the release.
What they need to do is stop bullshitting release dates and release like they need to push the release date back and actually put more of the fucking game in the goddamn disc. This is fucking it's happening too much now, where we buy a fucking game and a day one patch is fucking 50, 100 fucking gigs, and it's like, did you even finish the goddamn game? No, you didn't, because it went quote unquote gold, or you fucking pressed the disc, but it's not even fucking done.
But they did tell us ahead of time. I will say
That's
that.
not an excuse.
It was
That's
adequate
like
to me.
like saying
I mean,
you bought
it wasn't a surprise. is
That's
all I'm
like saying you bought this car and they tell you ahead of time, oh, it's only got 3 wheels. You pick it up though.
Hey, it wasn't a broken game at launch. Come
Yes,
on.
it was.
No,
You're missing 2 out of 3 modes.
It was not a broken game at launch. You had to update
You're
it.
missing 2 out of 3 modes.
You had to
that is 2/3 of the fucking game
No,
that you're missing.
No. Are we going to be honest here?
That
though?
is honest.
No, if we're going to be really, really honest, prior to this even being purchased by you, you were against this game to start.
No, I wasn't. I was actually looking forward to it.
So can I tell you why you're being full of shit right now? Because there's like 3 reasons I
Go
got.
ahead.
Number 1, you said on here, on the air and off the air, I'm not buying this game because it doesn't have campaign.
Well, it
The
does,
answer-
didn't.
But you said that though, right?
Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
Okay. Number 2, you have shit on every single Battle Royale game, and you have said that you are not into the Battle Royale.
I'm not. That's not why I bought the game.
I mean, okay.
No, I bought the game. And what
But
happened?
that's not true, though?
And what made me more angry is because I was forced to play Battle Royale for fucking a day, basically.
A day? That's a long
Day.
time.
Yeah,
What does
how-
it mean
some-
today?
Because what happened was the latest PS4 patch fucked me up.
Oh, okay, yeah. See, I got it Thursday night, and
Yeah.
I was able to play through the night, and I haven't even turned on my PS4.
I wanted to play zombie mode.
Oh, that's why.
That's why.
Oh, okay. Well, I mean, for me, the install didn't take that long. What slowed?
So there goes your fucking argument, Prodigy. Fuck you.
No, the install was like
It was for
like,
me.
I don't know, 3 or 4 hours.
Like-
The game doesn't have a campaign mode?
No,
No.
there's no
Like
campaign.
you can't play by yourself?
Okay,
They-
there is
they
a
said-
mode?
we've talked about this multiple
Yeah,
times.
there's no
like,
campaign.
It's been clear.
so there is a
It's
wannabe.
still super lame.
There is a wannabe.
But you said that
campaign.
ahead of time.
Yeah.
You were against it.
And I know that, but I wanted to play zombie mode, and I couldn't
Yeah.
play it. From when I got the game, I could not play it.
Yes, because there was an update. That's fine. But,
But I mean, once the
There's gotta be-
install, once the install was done, I was able to play all modes fine.
yeah.
The weird thing is the quote unquote campaign is really it's called Headquarters HQ.
Yeah.
And it's really tutorials with some kind of story elements thrown in.
And ratings for how you do. But
Well,
yeah.
that's what I
guess.
want. Actually, when I heard about that, I was like, okay, cool, I can use that. And I was like, when I get the game, as it's going to update or whatever, that's probably the first thing it's going to unlock. But it's
No,
not.
it's not.
It's just Blackout, which we can talk about Blackout in a minute. But
Yeah.
Blackout to me is bullshit. So
Blackout to me was
because you don't like Battle Royale.
It's- no, it's not even just that. I thought they were going to bring something like new to the table. I thought that it's going to look better than these other kind of games. I mean, don't get me wrong.
It looks way better than PUBG. Come on now.
I don't know what.
And
PUBG
it looks
is.
better than Fortnite.
It does. It's just
That's not saying much though.
Yeah.
But we have to compare. You don't think we're going to compare Blackout to Fortnite and PUBG?
No, I'm going to compare it to fucking other Call of Duty games and other first-person shooters, and
But-
it looks like trash.
Oh,
It looks like
man.
trash.
Ugh.
Seriously, they're the fucking worst. It's the worst fucking Call of Duty graphics I've played
shaking my
in like
head.
fucking forever. Play the last fucking Black Ops
I did.
and
I
compare the
played it
graphics.
I played it recently.
It's way fucking worse.
Oh,
it's way fucking
I
worse.
completely disagree on this.
It's,
me,
when
it
you're
looks the
flying,
same
when you're
to
flying
me.
and the fucking helicopter's coming in, the fucking rotors aren't even fucking rotating. It's like a little bullshit animatic. I'm like, dude, what the fuck? This is 2018.
Yeah,
You can't fake fucking rotors flying around.
Yeah, I didn't see any
The
of
game, yeah, it looked like it was working
And the
perfectly
fucking
fine.
no, it's not even that. It's like the fucking textures of your hands and the fucking guns aren't even all there.
Was
It
this
looks
after you? Did you
garbage.
update everything?
It was when I first got it. You know,
that. Yeah,
Did
I
you?
did.
But did you update everything?
I got to go back and play it again. But like the only game I had to play when I got the game was Blackout,
Yeah.
and it looked like fucking trash.
But it was still updating while that was going on.
It was, but I would hope they wouldn't let me play some fucking bullshit low res game while it's updating. That's fucking awful.
I would say evaluate the game based on the updated version.
Nah, I'm gonna play it the way I played it. No. And I'll tell you why. It's like me saying Assassin's Creed. It's like giving them fucking leeway for a broken fucking game that it's still broken to this day with version 1.04.
Well, yeah,
And
I
I'll gi-
agree.
And I'll give you another example. God of War. Game was fucking I never had a single fucking glitch. Never had all the graphics are fucking great.
Not an online game at all, but I hear you.
That shit doesn't fucking matter to me.
But what I'm saying, that's full of shit though, because you have said on this air and off this air, you are not into multiplayer games. You've said it multiple times.
Hold on.
You've said that.
But I will play
does
them.
matter, though.
I never said that I'm into bullshit graphics. Just because a game's online does not give me leeway for fucking bullshit graphics. And these are fucking bullshit graphics.
I don't know. It's just
You have
kind
to
of
play
weird.
the updated version though.
You have to did they update the graphics?
Here's the
I
thing.
don't
Yeah,
know.
well, yes. I mean, you should play the one that is completely installed and updated.
I feel
you shouldn't
they-
play something that's
Day
incomplete.
one, the graphics should not fucking change that dramatically.
Yeah, I don't
it
know.
should not.
It's making me think that maybe because you've had issues with Assassin's Creed. I listened to the last podcast, and then you're having issues graphically with this. Like,
Well, Assassin's Creed had huge fucking
Yeah,
problems.
he showed the issues with
Yeah.
Assassin's Creed,
yeah,
hiccups,
I
and all
didn't
that.
see it. Yeah, I didn't get the chance
Like-
to see, but
Shit was just stopping.
Yeah, that was
Yeah,
bro-
it's just-
that was broken,
broken.
and he had the latest updates, and it still was broken. I'm
Yeah,
right
I
on
mean,
board with you
I've
on
got
that.
the latest one, and it's still fucking broken.
I completely agree with that. All I'm
And
saying is for
this
this,
is why I'm
give-
even more mad because I was hoping, hey, I'll just fucking play Call of Duty since Assassin's Creed is still fucking broke.
Yeah.
And then I play fucking Call of Duty, and I'm like, graphics are shit.
I would
Yeah,
I
that's
would
just
say
weird.
if it is completely installed with the latest updates, play obviously that version, and then let's see.
Well, I played Zombie Mode, and I was just like, the graphics are just they're okay. You know, they're nothing to write home about.
I mean, they
seriously.
look like. I would say they look like a very good first-person shooter of this gen.
No, they don't.
They really do.
No, they don't. Compared to
On
Crisis.
zombie mode?
Yeah, compared to Crisis.
Crisis is on PS3.
Yeah, compared to Crisis on the PS3.
You are.
No, I'm serious.
Tripping.
I'm
You are
fucking serious.
tripping, man.
I don't know.
You are anti-battle royale, anti-multiplayer.
No, you can't say anti-battle royale, anti-multiplayer when I'm playing fucking zombie mode and it's still the graphics
It's
aren't
still,
that great.
it's still multiplayer co-op.
I
but-
know that, but it has nothing to do with the fucking graphics is what I'm saying.
Dude, the graphics on this look up. Okay, am I tripping?
Go ahead and say it's amazing.
Hold on. Oh, Nick,
Go
am
ahead
I
and fucking
tripping?
pretend it looks like amazing.
How does
So-
it look?
so-
We played it together.
Yeah, we played it together. I mean,
I'm not saying it's the greatest ever, but
no, it's
this
not
was
the
not
greatest
like
ever,
a
but-
problem.
Yeah, I don't
It's
think
mediocre
the graphics
at
are
best.
problem. I think the graphics are on par with the last one.
No, they're mediocre at best.
Well,
Yeah,
Wait,
the
did you
graphics-
play World War II?
Did I play World War II?
No, I don't think
I didn't
so.
play that one.
Yeah, I mean, to me, the graphics look. To me, it sounds like there's something not right about what Cronus is experiencing. I want to see what he's looking at.
My PS4 might be fucked up.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. That your
I-
install might have fucked your.
No, well, I kind of doubt it, but it's a possibility.
Okay.
Yeah,
It definitely is a possibility.
Okay.
I wonder if they
That's
have
fair.
the cleaning the cache type thing or.
Well,
you could do-
especially given my problems with Assassin's Creed, because that shit is all fucked up.
Yeah,
yeah,
it's
I
weird.
can't play for more than an hour.
Yeah,
That's all bad. Yeah, I mean,
that's a problem.
because like if the because we played with randos and we played with
Hobby.
my cousin, we played with Hobby and everyone's raving. They're saying it looks good, not great. But they're saying it looks good. To me, it looks on par with 3 because I was literally playing 3 like days before because I didn't finish the campaign of Black Ops 3, and I'm playing 4 and I'm liking the way it looks more than Fortnite. It's not as cartoony. It's not cell shaded.
But here's the
there's-
problem, though, is that I played Spider-Man, no glitches, graphics weren't great. I played God of War. I think God of War might have fucked up my gaming fucking reality like forever.
I don't know why you compared Call of Duty to God of War, but all right.
They're video games in the same fucking console generation.
Yeah, but first-person shooter versus
Open world.
Yeah, I
Graphic
mean,
wise, it's amazing.
Adventure game.
What? Okay, so hold on. You're telling me that an open world game should look better or worse than a multiplayer game?
Oh no.
I'm saying that
A smaller map should look better or worse
I'm
than
saying
an open
that
world game
I'm saying that God
with no load screens.
of War had a wonderful look to it. I'm not taking anything away from it. I'm just saying that for this one, it didn't have shitty graphics. That's just way too far.
They were shitty for this fucking generation, is what I'm
Oh
saying.
man, that's
Compare
yeah.
an open world game with no fucking load screens to a multiplayer game with small fucking maps, and look at the graphics. The difference in the graphics.
Oh, but Blackout's not a small map.
No.
To be
Is it open world?
No, of course not.
I would
Does
expect,
it have
open
load
world.
screens? Get the fuck out of here.
I would expect an
no,
open world single player game to have better graphics than a multiplayer game because it's more about the whole being able to just I'm trying to think of the word. But being able
Gameplay
to
or-
the gameplay.
Yeah.
I would think they would
So-
focus more on gameplay. I have not played either, so I'm that's why I've just been sitting back just watching from the sidelines on this.
It's all
whole
just
debate.
opinion.
No,
But
okay.
I don't
So
know
from a-
how bad each side is. I don't know how bad the graphics
From a
are.
technical aspect, when you're playing online in a multiplayer game, you're offloading some of that some of your resources to a server,
Oh yeah, of course.
multiple servers.
Sure.
When you're playing online, when you're playing a single player game that's all on your system, all right, and there's no fucking load screens for God of War, no fucking load screens. So for me, people give all these fucking excuses for God of War. It's bullshit to me. Or for Call of Duty, it's total bullshit to me.
I just don't remember ever like playing a multiplayer game where I was just like, holy shit, the graphics blew me away. Maybe
Yeah.
I just never noticed it because I'm just too focused on gameplay. and
Honestly,
shoot people.
being able-
Battlefield fucking 5 looked better to me.
Well, that's
Oh, wow.
not out yet.
Well,
I
it's not- 'cause he
agree.
played
but
the beta.
are we talking about the multiplayer aspect of it or the
And it-
just
yeah, it was
campaign?
multiplayer.
Okay.
Multiplayer.
There's no
Okay.
campaign for Black Ops 4.
Oh, I don't know.
Yeah.
Okay.
There will be campaign for Battlefield 5.
Yes.
But anyway,
I don't even fucking like Battlefield.
yeah,
Yeah.
I love me some Battlefield.
Don't.
Anyway, but Prodigy, your take on Blackout. Let's talk about what we experienced on Blackout.
Yeah, I know we got all way off track.
It's on track. Fuck that game. Pay $60 for that bullshit.
You said you wasn't gonna pay for it because you didn't like it.
Anyway, what did you think of
I didn't
Blackout?
know until I knew.
Let me shit on the game and then buy it.
No, I came in there with like.
You did not. Get out.
I did. I really did. I wanted. I
rewind
wanted
the
to.
tape.
No, I wanted to play zombie mode. That's what I wanted to play.
Okay.
And when I figured out I couldn't, I was like, fucking struck one. Can't fucking play it while I'm loading the fucking game.
Yeah, you can't play when you're
You
loading.
know what I mean?
But now you should be able to play and
I
experience.
did play zombie mode.
Okay, and you played with people.
No, just myself.
I know I'm not
with
gonna
the
be buying
bots?
the game.
It's
I need
supposed
co-op.
to be played with people for sure. For sure. But
I
played-
know that, but that doesn't make the graphics worse or better. So how about that?
Updating the game would make it better. It'd make
Okay.
it perfect looking.
Back to Blackout. What
right.
did you think?
No, we're talking about zombie mode.
Well, I know. Back
Alright,
to Blackout. Fuck. Because we played.
Yeah. So Blackout for me. Yeah. Literally that same night I played all 3 modes. But anyway, Blackout, I fucking enjoyed a lot of aspects of it. There's some things that aren't perfect. I want to be able to compare guns. That's something that is not that's in Fortnite that they didn't have here. I like the map being able to use aspects of older Call of Duty games like Black Ops 1, Black Ops 2, etc. and take motherfucker. I wanted to have that aspect of things, like where I could see, okay, this is a gold one, it has these attachments, blah blah blah. But I like the being able to see, okay, this part of the map, like the train station, is from Black Ops 1. This part is from Black Ops 2 with the dam or whatever the hell.
There's Nuketown. There's Nuketown Island.
That's cool because it's a callback to some of the older things.
There's a couple regions. At least 3 that I know of.
No building and just shooting is a stripped down version, in my opinion, initially from Fortnite. But I never played PUBG. I only watched it. This feels like a much improved version of PUBG.
Oh, Fortnite.
PUBG,
yeah. I've never played PUBG. I don't know if there's vehicles, because there's vehicles in Blackout.
Yeah, there are vehicles in PUBG.
Okay.
I have seen them, and I love the aspect of the vehicles and going underwater. I like a lot of things about this big-ass fucking map.
So did you know that there are missions hidden throughout the Blackout map?
I didn't know that. I hadn't heard that
there
yet.
are missions in Blackout that will let you unlock new characters for, I guess, that mode, and maybe not multiplayer. Actually.
Oh wow, so Easter egg kind of.
Yeah, so you have to find like these weird artifacts or some shit, and then once you get it, it'll start you on a path to complete a mission to unlock, so you can use that character for Blackout. Okay. There's also zombies in Blackout.
Yes,
so
that's an awesome.
So there's an area. There's at least 2 areas, maybe 3. It's hard to tell because sometimes I die before I can get anywhere else. But there's like a beacon of light, and if at usually a building or a station, if you go to this area, they'll be covered in zombies. If you clear out the zombies, you'll be able to get to the box from the zombie mode. And then in the box, it has like a shit ton of stuff. Usually level 3 armor, weapons, a bunch of high-end...
Is that when they tell you that there's a drop too, or is that different?
No, that's different.
Okay, sorry.
So the last time we played, our random, he ran to the drop, and the drop, there's a supply drop in the game, and it's dropped by like, I think it's like every 3 minutes or 4 minutes, and it'll be marked by smoke, by like a smoke, and it's usually super obscure to get to. Sometimes it's super out of the way. It helps if you have a vehicle, but if you get there, it's like a loot box full of shit to help you out. There's helicopters and shit. There's attachments everywhere for each weapon you can equip, and you can actually modify your gun on the go, which is cool.
Real quick, too, the other best thing about the loot...
Can you modify the graphics on the go, though?
The best thing about the loot is being able to see the different levels of armor. I like the 1, 2, and 3. So when you find a level 3, which should be like gold or something,
it's not. You can tell it has like a giant helmet on it.
Yeah, but still, I wanted
a penis.
What the fuck?
God damn! What the fuck you talk about dicks? Anyway, I want it to be like more stand out, but I like the fact that with the level 3, you look way armored up. You look like you're going into like SWAT, basically.
Yeah, well, or you're about to ride with the Wild Boys.
You know what? You look like you're in the bomb squad actually, and you're about to
Throw back to like
not Wild Boys, the War Boys.
Modern Warfare 2. They had the
yeah, exactly.
Guys.
Yeah, that's what you kind of look like. A stripped down version.
Dudes.
Yeah, you look like you're with the War Boys
with
from
Lex textures.
from
They're bad. They're really bad.
like Mad Max. Anyway, but yeah, have you had a chance to play multiplayer yet?
Yeah, multiplayer is
Weird.
oh my god, it's rough. I still have a problem because I played so much Battlefield 1 with you that going back to Call of Duty multiplayer maps, even though these are larger than the ones in World War II, it's tough for me. They still feel confined. It's like going from a football field to a basketball court.
Oh, for me, it's hard because each character has like a super, and they each have different abilities.
You got to
And,
do the
like,
training. The training
Yeah,
goes
that's
over
what
that.
I've been trying to do. But because like there's the dude with the nuclear fucking shit where you can damage people through walls, but then you can blow yourself up if you don't do it right. I was like, what the fuck is this shit? I didn't know what the fuck was going on. So it's kind of a learning curve for each character. They do the play of the game type shit.
Yeah, of course.
Like someone, well, before I don't know if they did that in World War II. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
But basically, whoever basically does something cool, like a multi-kill or a bunch of kills without dying, they'll do play the game for this player. They do this like little movie at the end of the match. It's not about who was at the top, who just did like a really good play for their team.
Yeah.
It's interesting. Zombie mode.
Yeah, we got to talk about this.
This
man.
mode still confuses me because there's all this weird shit with potions, elixirs.
Potions?
Yeah, there's
Yeah.
potions, there's elixirs, there's like.
Are they
there's
trying to be like Resident Evil?
No, no. There's like you can pick your your class or like
Yep.
your powers or some shit. Like you can go.
Can you be a
the
zombie?
No,
They need a better
probably.
tutorial mode because I was playing the game and I picked like my super, I guess, like a special power.
Yeah.
but I didn't know how to turn it on.
Oh,
yeah.
L1, R1, but yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I didn't explain that shit at all. I was just
Yeah.
like,
That's not obvious.
I've got a gun and a whip, but I can't use it.
Oh, you
Yeah.
got a whip? Wow.
Yeah, I didn't know what. I'm
Yeah.
like, dude,
Okay.
it like tells me that I powered up and I have this glowing icon at the bottom, and I'm like pressing all these buttons. Finally, I got it to go. I used Odin's hammer.
Yeah.
So I was fucking people up
That's
with that shit, and I was
badass.
like, what the fuck is going on? And then like, I don't know what's up with the potions and the elixirs and shit and all this like weird things that you can do to like
They do
power up
things.
your. Yeah, but they don't explain exactly well.
Well,
I
and it
mean,
was weird because like I remember when I died, but then all of a sudden I had like 2 guns that were super powerful. It was like 1 shot, 1 kill.
Oh,
And then I came back to life and I was like, okay, I guess I'm still alive.
yeah,
So
yeah. I guess
that was weird.
one of the perks is
Might
that
have been around.
no, there's a perk. There's a perk that you can come back.
Oh, okay.
and then,
Resurrection.
I bought it again, but for some reason I had it in the beginning.
Yeah, yeah. There's
was
one.
weird.
There's one that it's like weird. There's multiple like kits, I guess, that you can wear.
It's highly
and then you can
customizable.
customize your shit. It's like fucking weird. I didn't fully get it. I did half and half. I played with me and a human partner, and then 2 bots.
Yeah, the bot. It's best to play if you can with people obviously who are mic'd up. I will say this: look up or play with people who know how to get the pack-a-punch, because those weapons are going to make the game much easier in the later rounds. And then this brazen bull thing, and Hobby was showing me this.
I have no idea.
Basically last night. It's like the ultimate shield where you can shoot out while being protected. So
Yeah,
you're gonna
that's
need
in
that.
multiplayer. So what I didn't.
But you have to unlock it through Easter egg kind of hunt shit.
Oh yeah, no, they were
And
talking
do
about
it in the right order.
So there's like classic mode, and then like these other weird modes in zombie mode that
Yeah.
I didn't fully get. I was like, what the fuck?
So here's the thing. So there's the Voyage of Despair. There's the 9, which is the Roman Colosseum. And then there's the, what was it? The Death of... No, Blood of the Dead, which is the one on Alcatraz as well. And the
didn't-
Titanic.
I didn't play. I played the Titanic one.
So wait,
That
are
was the
these
first one and
are
only
these,
one.
Are these zombies like Night of the Living Dead zombies, or are they like
like all of
fucking
them.
zombie?
Well,
Zombie.
it depends on which level you're on. So
Zombieland?
I was on
Yep.
the like the Titanic, and they're all like Titanic era type.
Yep.
people.
Yeah,
And
but
it
then there was,
interesting.
but then you saw other ones too. Like there was one that was green and glowing and shit.
Yep.
And like if you kill him, he blows up. And then there was like a demon. There's one that was red that had like demon wings, and
So-
like he was like a mini boss.
So it's not just round after round. There's actually an end to this.
Oh, there
Oh.
it is.
Yeah, you can prestige on it. There's an end to it. You have to follow all the Easter eggs, and there are bosses and boss battles. So look up some of the stuff if you can't. If you're not playing with folks who know, but there's a lot you can fucking do on this. I'm going hard as fuck on it.
Did they say why they didn't make a campaign mode for this game?
Not enough time, I think.
Well, they replaced it in a lot of ways with Blackout. You know, because they've always had zombie mode. They've always had multiplayer for the last, I don't know, 3 or 4 games every year.
Yeah, Call of Duty is usually about multiplayer. It's the story that.
No, it's not. It's always about campaign.
Well, it's,
They've had
both.
campaign, but-
I
Yeah.
think it's both.
But you know,
Yeah.
they've
Are they
they
story
continue
mode?
to support multiplayer after launch. You know, with packs and all that stuff too.
Dude, I know so many people that don't even touch the campaign. They go straight into
Yeah.
multiplayer.
Not me.
Day
I only
one.
do campaign.
Yeah, 'cause I like learning about all the guns in campaign and then going to multiplayer. So
Have you
Yeah.
played any of the
That's
HQ
what
stuff yet?
No, I've only played Blackout because I was forced to, and then zombie mode once.
Okay.
Yeah,
That's it.
HQ lets you go. You basically learn each character and their power set, and
I need
it
to do
gives
that.
you a chance on how to use it, and it gives you a little bit of tactics on how to like get through corners and whatnot. Because I didn't know one of them came with the grenade launcher. I was
Yeah.
like, oh, I didn't know this fucking person had this.
And there are brief cutscenes.
Yeah,
so there's a little bit of a story in there. There's also, not directly, but there's a lot of story in zombie mode, depending on the map that you're doing and how far you get with the Easter eggs.
Yeah,
there are
well-
cutscenes and bosses, like I said.
Oh,
Yeah,
I
it's
did
just-
not see that.
It's kind of confusing, but I only played it for maybe an hour,
Okay.
so maybe.
We should squad up. We should
Squad.
squad up because.
Well, I got it because you guys are playing it. And my brother, he was like, I think he got it right.
Yeah,
so-
I played with him. I played with him for the first time in 25 years online.
Yeah.
Oh, that's amazing.
I don't think the internet's been around for that long.
Yeah, god
We
dang.
were doing some couch shit back then.
Yeah, so,
But
I mean,
but we could all we get a 4-person squad and we could run
Yeah,
through
We'll
zombies.
play one of these days.
Yeah.
so.
we can actually run through Blackout, too.
Yeah.
We've gotten pretty close. Hobby did it without us. He got #1
Yeah.
doing that shit and yelling at us, where were we? I was like, oh, shit.
Hobby's a fucking elite. So.
Yeah, he is, but
play a lot.
he's such a good team player.
I
It's
beat
amazing.
Fortnite once, so I was just like, all right, this is good. I was like, oh, I'm first. Good.
Yeah.
Gotten close.
Yeah. I'd say this is an ongoing kind of thing.
Yes,
You know what I mean?
I need to
'Cause
explore zombies more.
I've done 80% zombie mode, maybe 5% blackout, and then the rest on multiplayer.
So we don't really do that much here, but what would you rate this game so far?
it's
a little early, yeah.
Early.
But I'm kind of close to what a lot of users and kind of critics are saying. This is a high 80s, low 90s kind of game so far, but I want to wait until I get a little deeper.
So 8 or 9. You saying? What the fuck?
High.
Scale of 1 to 10, man.
I'm saying I'm hovering between 88 and 92. That's where
Why
I
are you changing it?
8.8 and 9.2.
Thank you. God damn.
I need to play zombies more.
All of a sudden, it's like 1,040,045.
Yeah.
It's like we usually do like 1 to 10, bro.
I use a decimal, a few of them. Commas.
So we're kind of touching on gaming, and we talked about hobby a little bit. I mean, I think somebody posted this on our Facebook page, but that whole that person who got like the Guinness World Record for the most amount of fucking.
Oh, I did that.
Hakuma?
I did that.
What's his name?
Yeah, I don't.
Hakeem, I knew about
Hakeem
him for a long
Khalib.
time.
Yeah, from
that
the
his
Middle
name?
East. He's been doing that since PS3
Every time I
days.
see his picture, he looks tired as fuck all the time.
Dude,
looks tired.
what? He's got like
Tired and
1,700 platinum trophies.
But I feel like somebody's forcing him to play the games. He looks so tired.
Yeah.
Is he getting paid? Is he getting paid to do this or no?
At this point, I think so. I mean,
I know. I can tell you one thing he's not getting.
Ah! God
Nah, pussy.
damn.
Damn.
Our dick. I don't know what his sexual preference is. So.
You know, we did touch upon a few weeks back was the whole ninja and not playing with girls stuff. And we all kind of weighed in, but he did play with a girl. What was it last week?
Oh,
He
yeah.
played with Ellen on the show.
Gibbous.
Which kind of goes right back to the whole
that's
thing.
different though.
Yeah, I was just gonna say it goes back to the whole thing of his old lady doesn't want thoughts, creeping in them DMs and whatnot.
Yeah.
And we know that Ellen is obviously a lesbian,
Playing on a
and
different
it's not
side of
going to
field.
happen. So I think there was some bending of the rules, and plus she's a huge celebrity.
Yeah. I mean, well, he's playing with other huge celebrities.
What you got over there, Stitch? You got hot takes? You holding on to them? Go ahead.
No, keep going. Let me formulate my take.
Oh, here we
on
go.
this.
Here we
Oh
go.
shit.
Because if you're just gonna play with Ellen, just to play with Ellen, then what kind of person are you?
Is
If
there
you're-
a
if
problem?
you're-
Sell out.
What's the problem?
If you're just, I'll play with a female if she's gay, rather than just being like, all right, I'll play with whoever just because they're a gamer. I'm confused on why.
Well, I don't think. I definitely
don't
know
thi-
she's not a gamer.
Yeah, I don't think Ellen's
she's never
a gamer.
touched a controller. It felt like.
Yeah. It probably was just for publicity.
But his whole reason for not playing with females is because
Basically,
he
his
thinks
old
that
lady.
they're just But she that just doesn't.
Sound like she gave
Well,
him a pass.
You know what's crazy is
No,
that
don't, hold on. Finish your thought.
It just doesn't hold water, for me.
You think he's full of shit?
No, it does. So, K-Mac, I remember one time we were gaming, and Jamie was playing, and she was like, "Who the fuck is that?" And I was like, "You've met her," and I was like, she got mad that I was gaming with a girl.
Really?
And and there was there's girls that are like that. They get mad that you're gaming with a chick.
If you think of it this way, your girl would probably get mad if you were texting another girl. So
Yeah.
I guess maybe in the gaming world
is
that
not
can kind of be
uncommon.
seen that way.
It just I don't know. It doesn't make sense to me.
Hit him bending his own rule or what? What part? Just to be clear.
Just both the whole gaming. I mean, if you are just. There's one thing if you're flirting and whatever, you're having that whole little side conversation. But if you're just all right, take the north corner, I'm gonna go in through the south.
Well,
Hey, that
blah,
can be
blah,
code
blah,
for some sex position, man.
blah.
Well, let's have a real conversation about some female gamers, not all of them. All right, so
Here we go.
there's some female gamers out there, that get a lot of publicity because they are showing off their assets on
agree.
the screen.
Yes.
And I'll just be frank about it. It's fucking bullshit. They're
Yes.
getting these views not because they're good at anything. It's just
they're
because,
hot.
and that's bullshit. I think that's part of the reason why he doesn't game with girls.
Oh, on top of that, an addendum to that is some of them are not even real gamers. They're just
No.
paid to
Yeah.
game by some kind of third party and just look hot on the screen.
And for all you like real lady gamers out there that just game and do your thing and don't have your titties hanging out and shit like that, good on you. But for y'all that fucking have your titties hanging out and shit and all that, you're not an actual gamer. You're there to put on a show for people. And
Yeah, on Twitch.
yeah, you're not fooling me. You might fool like young people, but you're not fooling me.
I'm still gonna foul.
Well, like
Yeah.
it's interesting because Samsung has a commercial out right now where there's a girl, she's playing Fortnite on her phone, and then she's like, "Oh, like, hey, Ninja's on the phone. He
Yeah.
wants to play with you," or something like that. And when I saw that, I was like, "Ninja doesn't play with girls." Like,
Yeah, I
is
thought
that a
the
fucking
same
sellout
thing.
type shit, dude? Like,
I
what the
thought the
fuck?
same
Yeah,
thing.
they might have. I mean, I think you can kind of weed out like female gamers that are actual gamers. Like I've gamed in the past with a very like well-known clan, which is the PMS clan, and they are all they're worldwide. They're a clan that plays on multiple systems, and they have like credentials about them doing tournaments. They go to PAX. They go to E3. They report. They used to have their own show. And some of them are backed by other companies. Some of them are employed to play games for a little bit, and a lot of them are really fucking good.
And that's the way to go. Like if your skills are good and you're not showing off your, whatever, that's great. You know what I equate to? This is a good example. I equate female gamers that have their tits showing and shit like that while they're gaming, like the vast majority of male feminists. They're putting on a fucking front to get like some fucking brownie points. You know what I mean?
I know. I'm thinking of one chick in particular.
Whom's to do?
You know her. I can put her name out there if you really want it. But
I know a couple though. You gonna have to. I
Well,
mean, you don't have to put
yeah.
a name. You can describe it a little
it
bit.
starts with a J. But anyway, she definitely does lingerie stuff, but she does put in work on Overwatch and
But
Okay.
no,
gamer.
there's no need for that kind of shit though.
Yeah.
Like if your skills are that good,
Well, I mean, I think the girls who do that, it's mainly because they're like twitching and like they're mainly doing it because like it's kind of a source of an income for them.
It
so
is. It
they can be
is.
hardcore gamer and still be hot.
Yeah, if
But they're still out there kicking. Like when I did the VR, when I was playing, when I was at Phantom I was playing against a girl and she was good looking. She was kicking my ass.
yeah,
And I mean, there's good girl gamers out there.
if you're hijacking like my stream,
She don't fucking wear
which
no
your
Your boobies.
your boob, you're trying to flirt or whatever, then yeah, you got to go. But I mean, I'm not obviously on the level where everyone's trying to play with me while I'm on like video games, where while I'm twitching or anything like that. So I don't understand the amount of popularity that Ninja has and everything.
He's a celebrity,
Well,
first class
Well,
celebrity.
yeah,
almost.
I can't fathom that, so I can't put myself in his shoes in terms of like just thousands of people just trying to play me and then possibly trying to use my platform to elevate themselves and just using their sexuality as a boosting tool. Like and just like if people are jumping in my thing and I got 5 people that want to play with me and all of a sudden like you suck, you're just fucking not teamwork, you got to go. I can't imagine that if I got hundreds of people trying to then it's a different level of protection in terms of what I'm trying to do with my whole stream itself. I can't imagine people just trying to like jack my stream and use their own sexuality and their own tits and ass to try to do that. But I don't think and that's why I'm real hesitant about saying like I wouldn't just completely cut off all females because of it. But then again, like I said, I've never been in a position where it's like I have so many people just trying to come in and take my shine, and especially if it's a female, that's why I'm kind of on the fence about it.
It's fair.
I think we need Hobby on this segment. He's not here, but I think he's a good barometer of female gamers because he has a lot of gamers that he games with that are female that are not streaming or whatnot, but he'll be playing with them. He'll help them out and whatnot. And I've been in games where there's me and two other ladies, or me and one other lady and him, and they're actually as they say, pulling their weight or whatnot. And I mean, they're not streaming or anything.
But the weird thing is that I used to be like either at hobbies level or probably above his level. Like when I was younger, I used to be like a semi-pro gamer. And it's like back then though there was like no female gamers.
Oh yeah,
like that, yeah.
I mean
There was
back in the day.
Oh come on, we're not gonna say there's no female gamers.
Yeah.
No, on the professional scene there was none.
They probably being led into the.
I think the one that on the professional scene was the one who got super notoriety, which was John Romero's girlfriend. I believe her name's Svetlana.
Was it in the late '90s? Because
Yeah, it was when he left id and was doing Daikatana. And she challenged him to his own game, and she beat him.
you don't even know her name.
Her name's Svetlana. I don't remember her last name.
All right, but I'm thinking like Thresh level. You know what I mean? Like,
I mean, she was kind of up there, and she had like, modeling deals and stuff after her notoriety for gaming.
okay, but it was extremely rare.
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
fine with that. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying that. Look, I want everybody to game, but I want them to just like I want your skills to be on display, not like the way you look. That's why I don't even like putting my face like when I'm gaming. You know what I mean? Like if I'm on a Twitch or whatever. A lot of people like to see the actual person that's playing, but I don't really give a shit. I just want to see your skills.
Yeah.
And see, I'm a little bit on the opposite. I don't care either way, but I don't feel comfortable like discrediting someone just because if she is good and she's in lingerie.
Well, she's
more
good,
power
yeah.
to
So
her.
what's the threat
gotta be
level?
good.
The threat is what? That she's going to all of a sudden take his viewers and come in
I'm
his
sorry,
pocket?
who's
Oh, you're talking about
him
Ninja?
playing with girls.
Okay, so-
Ninja.
Or is it because, oh shit, he's going to fuck my man?
so here's the deal. Here's the deal.
Because that's two whole different things, and it
here's
takes
the deal.
two to fuck.
You're not going to hear it this way, so this is my interpretation. His old lady is his manager. Don't forget that. He is quote unquote happily married.
Okay. That complicates shit. But yeah.
What I'm thinking happens is he's a celebrity. He was on the cover of ESPN the magazine and all this other stuff.
I'm not
There are
denying that.
thirsty ass people, mostly women, but people.
Oh.
Yeah, that will
Damn.
try to disrupt his marriage. And I think it's mostly about the disruption of marriage,
That's
either through rumors or directly with her.
Then she needs to check her man.
No, and it's also somebody using your fame.
Yeah, there you go.
Well,
That's
see, those two. Well,
But I mean, it happens with men too. But there's no other. With I would say most men, not all men, they're not trying to use your fame in that kind of way.
yeah. But
this where it gets in that shade of gray because obviously in
black
terms
or
of being
white, bro. I'm just kidding.
being a celebrity gamer, it's different than being a celebrity athlete, where someone can just be associated.
groupies are groupies.
Well, no. Celebrity groupies are trying to fuck you.
So hold on.
They can't just be associated with you and hanging out with you and just being seen next to you and start getting into your pockets like you can with a gamer.
So you're speaking from almost a dated view now. He was on the cover of ESPN.
Mm-hmm. He's
He
celebrity.
is-
Celebrity.
He's
a celebrity.
I said that.
Yeah, no. What I'm saying though is that he's at that level already of like a celebrity athlete.
But
I mean, he's on the cover of fucking ESPN.
in order for him to get his money fucked with,
Rumors can even do it, man. That's what I'm trying to tell you.
No.
Even rumors of
in this day and age.
completely
playing with somebody over the internet.
unsubstantiated rumors.
No.
Unsubstantiated rumors of, oh well, he met up with me in Vegas.
Then you gotta meet the person. Then that's something
what a
you
rumor is, man.
No, unsubstantiated rumors. You don't have to do shit but say the words
My-
or type the words.
My wife plays with a bazillion people now online,
Sure.
and that's whatever.
Wait.
lacrosse
I played
team.
with your wife.
Duke lacrosse team.
Yeah, I mean,
That
you can just
that's
say something.
different.
That
That is
happened.
different. That is.
I'm just saying,
But
No,
it
no, no.
happened.
nothing prevents you
There
from
are
just saying
athletes,
stuff.
and they were in a party. They were in a. That was a stripper party.
Okay, they were online together. They could be
No,
in the
wait,
same
no.
region together.
No. You cannot create a nexus between, oh, we played online together. We're like, oh, we're at a frat house and you're
Yes.
stripping for us.
You
Two
probably
different
can.
fucking. No, you cannot.
Yes, you can.
No, you cannot.
This
Don't-
isn't. Look, listen. We're in the future. We're in the future.
It's
where you
not
can,
99.
No,
Yeah.
no, we were talking about the past, and now we're talking about the present. What future stuff are we
No,
talking
that's what I'm talking
about?
about. We're in the future from what you're talking about.
Yeah.
People can do that now
How?
because they can just make up shit.
Here's the thing.
And that's what his wife is. Probably knows what I'm talking about.
No, exactly what you're saying. We weren't on the same page with Blackout, but we on the same page with this.
Stop. What making up stuff did the Duke lacrosse thing have to do with any of that? What was made up about that?
Oh, that they were rapists?
Yeah.
But were they not in the same place at the same time in the same physical spot at a stripper party?
Yeah, but
that part was
okay. That's same physical spot.
But
we're
it
talking
was made
about
up.
That's yeah.
That was a court case, and that was like claims,
and it was made
DNA
up,
and
it was all made up.
Yeah, that's what we're saying.
There's no.
He's gonna have an aneurysm.
Because my legal brain is blowing up. If you
Okay, but hold on. Can
Right.
I? Can
Liars fuck you up.
Yeah.
I understand. They fuck me up too.
Can I
People
simplify?
lie.
Can I simplify?
you can't lie on somebody that you never fucking met before.
Yes, you
yeah.
can.
Yeah, you
What
can.
the
Not criminally.
Yes, you can.
No, criminally. No, you can't.
Yes, you can.
Okay, wait. I got
in
example.
terms of in
Lacrosse team. Were they raped?
did they
what about-
meet each other? That's what I'm talking about physically.
But
Okay, but
were
hold on,
they
did they
raped?
meet each other?
We're speaking different languages.
Yeah.
Let's take it down to base level. Okay, real quick. I'm saying, and I think Kronos is on the same page too. You can literally not meet and start a rumor that goes viral about lies. Are we on the same page on that?
Yes, but
Okay.
you cannot claim that somebody that you have never met caused a physical crime against you, such as rape, that you have never met.
Yes, you can.
How? How, Sway?
It happens a lot. What was that fucking kid that?
Someone that you have never met ever, and both of you, I've never met him. He's never met me, but he raped me.
Hold on.
That-
Wait. Time
that-
out. I just
well,
want to
there
make sure.
was-
I just want to make sure I understand you. Are you saying what's preventing someone from online saying something like
saying
that?
he raped me.
Yes. What's
And-
preventing them?
To substantiate the claim of rape, you have to.
No. What's preventing them from saying it? I'm not talking about verifying. What's preventing them from saying it? Because that's all I'm saying. I'm not saying that there's a trial and all that. I'm saying that it can still be put out there.
I can claim that that old ninja put fucking magic beans in my
There you
backyard
go.
and a beanstalk grew.
Yes.
Anyone
there you
can
go.
claim anything, but
That's what we're saying.
let's not put that on the same level of the Duke lacrosse thing.
We're going Emmett Till.
I'm going Emmett Till. I'm going Emmett Till.
Well, how you gonna?
Why are we changing scenarios?
I'm not
We were
changing
ta-
because this is.
We were talking about Duke and in
I'm
terms
giving
of like
you a
not,
scenario that
you
where they
another
never
one.
met, didn't do anything, and the guy was fucking lynched.
Well,
Wait,
you were
wait,
talking
I thought
about Duke
Emmett-
lacrosse. I thought we were focused on Duke lacrosse, and I said you cannot accuse somebody
There's
of
other-
rape that you've never met before, and that person agrees I've never met
Oh,
that
hold
person
on,
before.
hold on, wait.
But
Time
that
out.
has
Here's the
happened.
Here's the clarification. I think you're talking about. To come from your perspective, I think you're talking about a court case or a legal thing. I'm talking about literal stupid ass internet rumors where you say online, so and so met up with me when he was at a tournament in Vegas and he put his finger in my butt. You can say that online,
say whatever.
and that can be a rumor.
You can say the magic rays from Mars
And
shot
they-
my
and they can
eyeballs
go to
out.
court.
It can't go. In what court?
Oh, can I give you? Oh, hold on. Stop right now. Because you're being fucking ridiculous.
I'm being ridiculous.
Yes, you are. I'll give you a personal story.
You're talking about accusing people of
Let's
rape that
hear
I've
about-
never
hear
met
about-
and he's
hear
never
about-
met.
hear about-
No,
hear
go
about-
ahead.
hear about-
Please.
I'll give you a personal story about me. All right. My ex-wife accused me of abuse.
Ooh.
But you
All
knew,
right.
but you guys met each other in real life.
Yes.
Okay, so that immediately blows away this whole thing about never meeting a person.
Okay. It doesn't matter.
That
though.
was my whole premise of this
Wait,
whole argument.
I got
premise is
I got
ridiculous,
one
though.
for you, Stitch.
This was the whole purpose of the.
But Emmett,
let it get
Emmett
one.
Till never met the person that accused.
Apparently he
And it
walked-
happens. It does happen.
Well, I thought in Emmett Till's case they walked the same street and she accused him of whistling at her, even though he
She
said
lied.
she lied about that.
Yeah.
But
She lied
apparently
about
they were in the same
They
place,
didn't know
same
each
time.
other.
Same
They didn't
time.
know
Wait,
each other
Wait,
in the same place, same
I
time.
got a perfect example. There was a woman.
So they were able to identify.
There was a
Okay.
woman who drowned her fucking kids and blamed it on
I
a
remember
black
this one.
person.
I remember this
Oh
one.
yeah,
I remember that one.
I remember that.
People
that,
are assholes,
that shit was
man.
damn near a witch hunt on every black person possible.
Yeah.
Well, they
Was
put
that
a
black
fake one
person
up.
identified?
There was she
Was
made
it-
it up.
She made it up.
Was he
No, no, no.
arrested?
Hold on, wait,
no.
I'm
There's a
telling you,
different
I'm
when the
telling you the
accusation.
answer.
There's a different when you
Wait,
put
wait.
somebody in
I'm
court and be
telling-
like, you
hold
did
on.
it.
I'm telling you the answer. Black men in that location were rounded up, questioned, interrogated, blah blah blah, to figure out which one of you Negroes did this heinous crime.
We literally went.
I'm just saying.
We went from 1999 where we were talking about Duke lacrosse. Now we're just
We're just showing you that it
backpedaling.
exists, man. It happens.
It happened.
It happens.
Did
It happens.
you were alive for Emmett Till?
It happens.
You were alive for Emmett Till?
Oh, I was. Look, let me just put this out there.
Oh, it happened that
It happened-
people we were bringing people over from Africa and enslaving them.
Here we go.
That wasn't
Here we
that
go.
was not in our lifetime.
This is where we're going.
Right.
Okay.
We change moving field goal.
no,
No,
posts.
it's not moving field goals at all because the shit happens.
You're talking. You've abandoned the Duke lacrosse argument. I've seen that. I keep trying to bring it up, but we were just forgetting
You
that.
can bring it up because they were innocent. So
And I'm saying
just because they were in the same room as that's fucking irrelevant.
they were brought to court because they were in the same place at the same
But
time.
it's irrelevant. Was it a lie?
The original.
Was it a lie?
The conversation.
Was it a lie?
The conversation.
Was it a fucking lie?
Apples oranges. We're talking
No, it's
about
not apples and oranges.
You were
It's
talking about
fucking-
somebody that
it's lies and lies.
accusing somebody over the internet.
That's literally what it is. Fucking lies and lies.
No, it's different.
It
because
is not different.
Yeah, it
if
is.
somebody fucking lies, it
Let
is
me hear-
lies
let me-
and
They were
lies.
let me
brought
hear
to
him out.
court.
Let me hear
They
him
were
out.
brought to
Hold
court.
on.
There's a difference between an accusation and being actually brought in front of a grand jury.
Okay, but
in
hold
And
on.
it's
court
still an
and getting
accusation.
arrested.
That's why you're innocent until proven guilty because it's a fucking accusation.
So wait-
you should fucking know that.
I
wait.
do know that, and I'm trying to
Wait,
educate you.
That's
on-
why they were innocent, and that's why this should happen.
Let me get this straight.
you
Let me
can-
get this straight. What do you honestly? And I know things
is
get
hilarious to
heated.
me.
Things get heated.
is
I
hilarious.
want to hear it because you do have a perspective. What do you think can happen? I want to say can is a possibility with someone online making something up that is a heinous crime. What do you think has the
way-
possibility to happen? I want to hear.
I've
this.
said this numerous times. The
Go
way
ahead.
Any criminal investigation works is you can make a claim,
Mm-hmm.
and I forget what example it is. I brought the same exact thing up. You can make a claim, and the job of the police department is to investigate said claim.
Okay.
Now, if the police department discovers that there is some sort of validity
Sure.
to your claim, then there will be charges brought against you, and then you will have to appear in front of a court, and you will have a preliminary hearing.
I understand your problem now. You're thinking about it from the wrong perspective.
Yeah.
You don't have to go to the police
That's the
department.
legal perspective.
No. I can accuse anybody of anything and go to court. Yes, I can.
In civil or criminal?
In civil or criminal, it doesn't really matter.
No. You not in criminal.
So
Not in criminal. Criminal has to be charged by the state of whatever, California. Whatever.
Okay, so with the various cases that we mentioned,
yes,
was it brought to the police?
yes.
And
The
were there
North-
lies?
we're talking about
I'm sorry, were there lies?
North Carolina Duke. Yes, there were
Okay.
lies, but they was substantiated that there was
There-
a potential that a crime occurred, and there was probable cause that.
And it went
was
to court, and then what happened?
It was proven that it was a
Exactly.
right, but there
That's
was
my point.
there was evidence to state that there was a chance or there was a reasonable suspicion.
That's not evidence.
So, the whole criminal justice
Why was it
system
thrown
is-
out of court?
because it was
The
turned.
lack of evidence.
No, it doesn't get even brought to court if there is no sort of evidence. I can't.
No,
just-
you're out of your fucking mind. You're out of your fucking mind.
my training experience, I'm out of my mind. Okay.
No, seriously. The Duke lacrosse team, was there evidence? Where was the evidence?
Her original statement as her
That wasn't
being,
evidence.
her. If
It was a lie. That
it was,
wasn't evidence.
it was turned out to be a lie, but her.
Then it wasn't evidence.
Yes, it was.
hold on.
No. He's cutting me off before I'm explaining. If
Explain.
she originally said this happened to me,
Okay.
that's evidence. She is swearing up and down, just like with the 49er guy. At that time, when she is saying, I swear to God this happened, I swear to God this happened, and she's writing a statement and putting herself out there for being perjury, that's evidence, and she's giving a sworn statement that this, in fact, happened to me.
But it in fact did not happen to her.
After
So it was false evidence.
after the fact, yes.
Right. So it wasn't
in terms-
actually, it was a lie.
After the fact, after a further investigation
After
happened.
she lied.
So can I bring this back?
Do you not follow the timeline?
Can I bring this
I
back?
follow the timeline, but she lied. It's not evidence.
No. But if you go
That's
to
why
a,
I was thrown out of court.
See, you don't want to hear. But if you go to a police department and be like, sir, I was raped. Okay, who raped you? Prodigy raped me. Okay, how do you know?
me?
No, just this is exactly how who's Prodigy and how did he rape you? Well, I never met him. And I've only met him online, but there's no physical evidence.
Okay, so
Then that will never even get brought into the
here's the thing. Time out, really quickly. I'm just trying to tell you, there are people who can put a dash of truth in a statement, and there are people who can put a dash of falsehood in a statement. And there are people who can put a dash of truth in a statement, and there are people who can put a dash of falsehood in a statement. And there are people who can put a dash of truth in a statement, and there are people who can put a dash of falsehood in a statement. And there are people who can put a dash of truth in a statement, and there are people who can put a dash of falsehood in a statement. And there are people who can put a dash of truth in a statement, and there are people who can put a dash of falsehood in a statement. And there are people who can put a dash of truth in a statement, and there are people who can put a dash of falsehood in a statement. And there are people who can put a dash of truth in a statement, and there are people who can put a dash of falsehood in a statement. And there are people who can put a dash of truth in a statement, and there are people who can put a dash of falsehood in a statement. And there are people who can put a dash of truth in a statement, and there are people who can put a dash of falsehood in a statement Like, I was at Vegas at the MGM when he was at a tournament on June blah, blah, blah of 2012. They can do that, and then it might proceed a little bit further.
How?
Because
I need.
Hold on. Here's why.
The
Here's how.
Duke lacrossing is not an example
No,
of that.
here's what I'm saying.
Of people never being in the same place at the same time.
You can make up being at a place in time that seems to be consistent with your original bullshit story. That's all I'm saying. It's not. That's impossible.
Not that would ever get to a level of a trial, no.
Oh,
But it has though. Like, what the
Oh my god.
we gotta
The
go.
Duke lacrosse thing was it was a stripper fucking frat party thing, and they were like, some crazy shit went down. Okay,
There are other.
we only got your word. He said
You know
versus
what?
he said.
We-
She said.
Let's do this. Let's get. I have examples, but we've gone along.
we have.
It's been a while since we had a good rant.
Yeah,
It's
let's.
fucking else.
We're gonna
It's
get our
just like the
example.
Kobe Bryant thing.
Oh, and you know what? They didn't let him in the acting thing. Still, you know. Sorry. We're gonna get our examples. We will bring this up with some hard facts and whatnot, with hard examples at a later date.
I literally went over
I
this
hope
a week and a
y'all
half ago.
enjoyed this going. Oh, I love it.
Only got one perspective.
We gotta go on. We gotta go on. God damn.
I'm a
If you-
legal
if you-
expert.
If you look at it from a career,
The state of California has me certified as a legal expert.
No, you're not a legal expert.
Okay.
Okay.
if you look
Okay.
at it from a work, maybe social media aspect that this world kind of revolves around now, like that can be career suicide.
If you're
When
in
somebody
the
comes out and say like, "Hey, this person raped me," you don't go out, you don't go to the courts, you post that shit on Twitter, and if you're a big gamer too, that can ruin someone's career.
Yeah.
Like look at
It ruined Kevin Hardwick so bad, right?
well,
Don't you put that bait out there.
Oh yeah. Is
it took him a while to come back.
Are we
though.
not?
Yeah,
Is
he
it,
had to
oh
come
yeah.
back.
It took him so much. How many episodes he missed?
He missed all of Comic-Con. He missed.
How many episodes he missed of his show?
The show was on hiatus right there.
Oh, so how many episodes he missed?
Maybe several.
How
Maybe
many?
several.
How many?
I don't
How
know.
many?
Maybe-
How many
maybe
episodes of
8
the
of
Talking
them.
Dead he
Maybe
missed?
50
How many
of them,
episodes of
goddammit.
the Talking Dead
Well,
did
what
he
about
miss?
his
I don't
other
know.
There's
things?
one answer. It's zero.
Here, no,
they
hold on,
replaced
wait. Is the only thing he does just the filming? No. So get the fuck out of here. with
Well,
that.
like he
does
they,
all
they
kinds of
canceled,
stuff.
They canceled his show like after midnight.
Yeah, and
like,
actually, yeah, he
his
missed recordings
podcast.
of his other show.
Was
got
him and
kicked
her
out
in the
of-
same place at the same time?
Yes, they had a relationship.
Okay.
They had a
Alright,
relationship.
So
they,
we can,
they had something.
We can confirm that they knew each other. It wasn't
They
just
knew each other.
It wasn't just some online
they
cyber
knew each
sex.
other.
So we're not going
Okay.
in. We're not doing
They
it.
knew
This
each
one-
other.
we're
Just want to
not
make sure.
fucking doing
Just
it.
want to
Don't-
make sure.
You
Just
no
wait.
fucking
Just wanted to
bait.
double check for the
Just
audience
you
out
and your
there.
fucking
Just wanted to
bait.
double
God damn
check.
it, you this mother.
So wait,
I
so
deal
wait,
in
wait.
facts.
So wait.
God damn it, I'm trying to move on.
No, let's move on. Let's move
Okay.
on.
Actually, really quick, I wanted to. I just wanted to fix the because we were talking about female gaming before we got
shit.
all the way down the rabbit hole.
God
The
damn.
name of the John Romero's girlfriend was Stevana.
Okay.
She went by Stevie Case, not Stevana.
All right.
But yeah, there you go.
God, this might be another hot button issue. We'll fucking see. Good to have Stitch
I
back
need to
on
come
the air
back
with
here
us.
and prove I'm right.
Yeah.
Speaking of which, we're
Scar-
gonna go into it in a little bit.
Scarlett Johansson.
Oh,
shit.
man.
Good for my girl getting that money.
Oh, no.
About
This
that money,
chick
money.
is getting $15 million. That's
It's not a lot.
It's kinda
that's
like-
on par
it's
with
more than what we got.
Robert Downey Jr. type money.
No, it
earned
ain't. No, it
Oh,
ain't. No, it is not.
No. I'm talking
Highest
not.
paid
Hold on, wait.
actress.
Not right now for Avengers movies, but for like Iron Man 2, Iron Man 3. Yeah, that's on par.
No, he was making more than that.
Damn,
Really?
I thought he was
Yeah, he
getting
was making
20.
more. He was getting
I thought
at then he was now he's at 50 million.
Yeah,
plus-
now I thought for
plus
Iron Man 2.
Iron Man 2 he was like roughly 20 to 25.
Real okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
It went up.
Then I heard it was for the same as like Captain America money for like 1 and 2.
Oh yeah, probably.
Okay.
That sounds about right.
All right, fair enough. In any event, they've put it out there because they want to congratulate themselves on the back and suck their own dicks that they're giving her $15 million for this Black Widow movie that nobody fucking cares about or wants to
That
see.
you don't care about.
She is a character. Now, I'm not talking about ScarJo for right now. I'm talking about the character of Black Widow that is a Cold War spy, Soviet Russia kind of thing. She worked definitely best in the Cold War. Millennials don't know anything about the fucking Cold War. barely any of us do in terms of actually living through it.
I know it's
Speak
cold.
for yourself.
Yeah, I know you were there in the 1800s, old ninja. I
Yeah,
get
it was
that.
the Cold War started way after
But
that.
you
Get
m-
your shit right.
But you must admit,
Cuban Missile Crisis was
This
real
motherfucker.
shit.
I
Thought
saw
was
the
gonna
X-Men
die.
First Class. I know what happened
No,
out in
you
Cuba.
didn't.
Magneto saved the world. But at at the same time, you have to admit, even you hardcore ScarJo weirdos have to admit that there
Weirdos.
isn't a lot of fucking buzz for this film.
Mad.
Nah,
He's so
feels
mad.
too late.
You
He
actually
Feels
mad.
late.
You
Okay,
mad.
I'm happy.
I'll say this.
Good for her.
It is late because her movie should have came out right after Winter Soldier.
Sure,
that
that's
would have
fine.
been perfect for her. It should have been her after the events of Winter Soldier. Her and Clinton Barton doing their own thing, either finishing up what was going on in Budapest because we don't know what happened, but obviously something bad happened, and then maybe her with the Black
I
Widow.
can tell you what happened. She sucked and fucked some general
Oh,
to get some
this
secrets
motherfucker.
and then killed some people. Ooh, whoopty. Oh, mysterious
motherfucker.
over. Yeah.
This
Anyway,
movie's gonna make a lot of money.
yeah, this will probably make if
What
done
does a lot of
right.
money mean, Stitch?
I'm gonna say 80
It's
million.
gonna do-
opening weekend at 80.
80 million opening weekend
That's
domestically.
Yeah, domestic.
Opening
80.
weekend?
Well, she was married to Ronald Reynolds.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She got busted
She
for
dumped
sending
him.
news.
I'm gonna say less than 60 million
Yo.
opening weekend.
Oh,
you
I-
you were
I can almost
wait,
say
but that
shit.
Stitch wasn't here because he let his Twitter fingers write a check that
Oh,
his ass
yeah.
can't cash.
Who, me?
Yeah,
Me.
no, he did.
Oh no, yeah, you did.
Yeah, he didn't write a Twitter check.
I didn't
with his,
stutter.
He
I
stepped
Yeah.
in shit.
yeah.
didn't stutter for shit.
So we about to see what
Which
happens.
one? What was that?
It was
I
about
forget.
Captain Marvel. He might
Yeah.
lose his handle.
Look, I might lose my Twitter handle, but it ain't gonna happen. I'm gonna take that motherfucker's Twitter handle.
Yeah, we'll see about that.
But back to ScarJo, man. This does feel late at best. This feels like kind of revisionist history after Avengers 3 and 4. Why in the fuck would I give a shit about a redhead with no superpowers back doing Soviet Cold War shit?
She's a shit.
Ooh,
It's
No,
Scarlett
she's been in
Johansson.
6 fucking Marvel movies.
At
As-
least.
Yeah, she's been in a bunch.
Sorry.
And the
Black
thing
Widow.
is, she didn't get a
Black
solo
Widow.
movie, but yet we get Captain Marvel before her.
She should have been before Captain Marvel.
She should have I
will
been.
definitely agree with that. The problem is that everybody wants to fucking ignore it, and Prodigy's always going to keep it real with you, Chief. I
No,
never
no.
lie to the audience.
Yeah, you do.
The problem is she is almost impossible to sell kids backpacks, kids toys, and kids back to school shit by
gonna
comparison to all superheroes. Nobody want now. Listen, I'm the one with the
I need a
parent.
timestamp.
Hold on, I'm the one with the parent here, and Kronos has one too. No responsible parent is going to let their daughter have this backpack and have this fucking back to school kind of shit with a killer who seduces men, and that's how.
Wait, I
Hold
got
the
a
fuck
thought.
Yeah, they ain't doing it. They ain't doing it.
Harley Quinn.
They ain't.
I just gotta put that out there.
She does not do anywhere near the merchandise
I
of
see so many kids
Marvel
with
She's a
backpacks.
superheroes.
Hold
No
on.
way.
She's a fucking killer. She's a murderous killer with hyenas
Yeah.
that eat people.
You
But
stepped
then
on
they
a
are
man.
nowhere
her
near.
doesn't
No,
matter.
no,
you
no,
just
you
said it.
don't- you
right,
don't understand. You
like
don't
less
understand.
than a minute ago.
You don't fucking understand.
They gonna
I'm
let
talking.
This chick
Start-
is
no.
a crazy,
No.
murderous,
Start
No.
fucking
backpedaling.
evil
I'm not backpacking for
villain.
shit. I'm talking
But she's
about.
not portrayed like
Oh,
that.
No.
no,
Just
no,
stop.
no, you talking
Crazy
about Black
murderous super
No.
villain.
I'm sorry,
Non-super.
Black Widow, yeah.
Female crazy super villain. Who you thinking of? Crazy murderous insane.
That's not a
super-
fair question. We're talking about Black Widow, goddamn. He
That's
already
not-
knows that.
We're not talking about.
No,
Yes,
we
we
weren't
are.
talking about no.
The subject's
I
Black
brought
Widow.
up Harley. He brought up Harley Quinn, and you were talking about Black Widow won't sell merch. Where
She's
Harley
crazy
Quinn
psychopath.
is crazy, psycho,
no.
But
murderous.
they
no.
don't market her as that nowadays.
Yeah,
Like, she's
they don't-
like
But
an
that's what she
anti-hero.
does.
No.
She doesn't
That's
do
what
it
she
anymore.
does.
She doesn't do anything close to that. And
Yeah, what the fuck?
Hold on.
So you gonna be
Wait,
mad?
Hold the
Houseway.
That's not how she truly
So,
is.
can I say these
Suicide
words?
Squad.
Can I say these words?
Okay,
Goddammit.
say what
Fuck
you
your
got.
shit.
I need a flow chart.
Fuck your shit. What I'm saying is, very clearly, when I'm talking about merchandise from a Marvel movie like Black Panther or Iron Man or Hulk or Thor, we're talking about multi-hundreds of millions of dollars of serious moving of merch. Not a few Halloween costumes here and there. Real money. With lunchboxes and backpacks and shit.
But you just said they're not
Come
going to
on
market
now.
a murderous killer seducer. Of
Not
men.
as nowhere near on the level of the other Marvel superheroes. You can't do it.
Just doesn't
Harley
have
Quinn got
powers.
marketed the
Jesus
shit
Christ,
out of.
You don't understand marketing now. We're gonna pretend.
psychopath.
No,
Hold on. What about Agent Carter?
Agent Carter didn't move no merch.
Yeah, right. She got canceled. Too.
Yeah, exactly.
yeah,
Come on now.
I mean,
I'm not making up my.
We're not comparing
not
her,
about that.
Agent
She-
Carter.
No,
to
you know what? Here, hold on. Let's take gender out of it. Let's take gender out of it. Let's take gender out of it.
But you should though. You should compare Black Widow to Agent Carter.
But
Not,
that's
not
like-
in terms of what they've been setting up.
well, no, but that should be the nearest comparison. There's been literally zero setup for Black Widow.
Yeah.
There's
Yeah,
been
so
none.
far.
but
What
but
Agent Carter
I'll
they
bring it
bring
to
up?
I'll bring it home to you real quick. James 007 is a big star and whatnot from a spy standpoint. He doesn't move any fucking kids' backpacks or anything. You can't.
they don't
You-
market. Look,
He's a
007
fucking womanizing fucking sex bot.
Yeah, his movies are borderline rated R.
What I'm trying to tell you is there's not a whole lot of difference between what 007 does and what Black Widow's done.
Well, but let me give you the I guess devil's advocate here. Venom, we did not expect to do very well. At least I didn't. For like a lot of the same reason, like similar kind of reasons. You know what I mean? So it could be surprising. There could be a lot of people that want to see this movie. I'd be surprised, to be honest with you. I don't think a lot of people in general want to see this movie. But at the same time, I don't think that people would want to see a Venom movie, especially about Spider-Man. But apparently, they didn't really give a shit about Spider-Man.
They didn't.
At least Black Widow has more exposure than Venom at this
Yeah.
point, especially with the MCU. So I think that on that alone, she should get more
solo.
revenue. A solo movie, and if the solo movie happens to get made, it should get more money than Venom.
You're a father. You're a father of two.
Yes.
Girls.
Yeah.
Do you truly feel, fuck the bias and all that this character can sell anywhere near the merchandise of the other superheroes from a kid standpoint or Wonder Woman or anything like
How do we
that?
get on merchandise?
So
That's what I'm talking about.
well, the merchandise doesn't really matter that much, man. I mean,
Oh, it's huge for,
I mean,
for revenue.
I understand it's huge, but the merch comes after the movie, right? It doesn't come before.
yeah.
Yeah, there. I mean, what kind of merch do you even like? I mean, yeah, there's some merch for like backpacks and stuff, but like I said,
No,
you're
let me give you-
comparing to the big ones versus us comparing to like Harley Quinn.
Kronos was out of the room when I said this will do over 80 million opening domestic weekend.
Yeah, and I
And
think
he said no.
well,
Oh, that's easy.
I didn't get my
prior
answer.
to Venom, I would have said no. But since Venom made over 80, I'd have to say yes.
Yeah,
I mean, Venom should have made nothing. And it made a lot. So at the same time, I mean,
He has superpowers.
he does. He does superpowers. But yeah, I think that there could be a market for Black Widow now. I mean, she has way more exposure. And if you want to give the whole merch example, who was buying anything Black Panther before Black Panther movie was made?
Yeah,
Dun,
no,
dun,
fucking
dun.
How much Black
nobody,
Panther merch?
nobody
So-
was. You're absolutely right.
If they do it well,
But I will say this: I think they did see the potential with him from a merchandise standpoint because he has so many great gadgets and all that other stuff that you don't have the same anywhere close to
she
the
has
same.
gadgets too.
She has
She
double.
does.
So she's
Yeah.
literally the
Nowhere
MC.
near Wakanda.
She's
She
the,
threw the electric thing on him and
She's
scissor
like
kicked
the,
his ass.
she's like
Come on now.
MCU version
Now-
of
now-
007.
Okay, she's sexy. I get it, guys.
It's not-
I get
no,
it.
I
I
didn't
get
say
it.
shit about her
I
being
like her
sexy.
too in
I
black
didn't
black
say-
leather. I get that.
I did not
I-
say shit about her being sexy. I said she was.
she is, though.
Yeah.
Yes, she is. But
That's
she
what
is,
we're really talking
She's
about.
the MCU version of 007 and like Bourne. She's around other superpowered people. Her and fucking Hawkeye. They're the two that don't have fucking superpowers, but they do are highly trained, skilled agents.
This is gonna be like an Agents of Shield movie.
No, it
Stop.
doesn't. This should be a. This should
is
literally.
not-
This needs to
Prodigy
be.
says this is
no,
not gonna work
no,
on
no, no,
any
no.
kind of
This-
level
this
of
shit-
other
See
MCU
now,
movies.
see now you're writing more checks than
No,
your
I
ass
want
can
to
check.
know so we can get you like hard line feet in the concrete. What do you mean by doesn't work? Like,
I'm
it
going
won't
to-
make
Oh,
money.
no, no, no,
or
let me-
what are you trying to say? What
I'm going to
quantifies
answer
for
your
you?
question. I'm going to answer your question.
Okay.
This is going to be in the bottom 3 of MCU movies
based on
in ter-
your ratings. I need to know what are the parameters.
Let me know when you want me to answer your
Okay,
question.
no, go ahead. Go ahead.
Bottom 3 of MCU total worldwide box office when it finishes its run. I've said it even without seeing a trailer. I don't think this is going to be, by MCU standards, anything close to a top 5, top 10 success.
Are they really going
Wait.
to make the movie?
Yes.
You know what?
They announced it a year ago, and then she got.
Blue hasn't
she got
got
a
any,
paycheck.
any words in
I'm
here.
gonna say that I don't think it's gonna do that well because looking at the last two big box office movies that that she has
You're
done.
looking at bad examples, though, Brian.
Well, no, I'm looking at
But
this.
they
And
tried.
Lucy, wait, I'm looking at this and Lucy. So for Ghost in the Shell, that movie only made 18 million opening weekend.
Look at the budget for
Lucy-
Ghost in the Shell. That had a
yeah.
huge budget.
The budget was 110 million.
That's a good
For,
budget.
for Lucy,
That's more than
that
Venom's
movie
budget.
only made 43 million opening weekend.
What was Tom Hardy's last movie?
That made
he did
40
that
million.
dumbass.
He's done a few movies that weren't like
that were
huge.
dog
Did
blockbusters.
Mad Max, goddammit.
Mad Max,
Fury
yeah.
motherfucking
Yeah.
Rose.
That
Put
was-
some
he did.
respect
That
on
was-
Tom Hardy.
Yeah. Not his
How
last
many?
movie.
Yeah, it's not his last
Huh?
movie.
Bronson didn't make a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
That was like 09 or
And
something.
then the movie 44, where he plays twins investigating fucking child
the
murders.
Jackie Robinson movie?
No,
42, you goddamn.
yeah, he was playing. He
Playing
was.
Barack Obama?
Yeah, oh man.
That was
No,
44, right?
yeah.
Wasn't he
Still.
44?
Something like that. Yeah. something,
I
right?
think it's 44.
If they
Yeah.
do this,
44.
I'm gonna say this. If they
I wanna
do
make
this,
sure.
if they do this right,
Well, Trump is 45, so yeah.
if they make
Yeah,
this
yeah.
like a Bond type movie with her in it, this could do well.
Yeah, like Salt
I don't
set the
think so.
world on fire. Another Russian
Salt made
spy
over
movie.
Salt made over 100 million. So,
Okay, that's the bar. Okay, yeah, I'm with you. It'll make about 100 million and be at the very bottom of the fucking MCU with
We'll
no
see
fucking
about
merch
that.
sold.
Oh,
Come on now.
we'll see about
No,
that.
I mean, come on, man. You're being kind of ridiculous.
No, it's not gonna be 100 mil. I get
Yeah,
that.
it's gonna be more than that.
But
I don't think so.
Ant-Man is over at like 600. Ant-Man 2.
She should make at least, I would say 750.
Ooh,
Dude, Salt.
Well, it's based on exposure, man. I mean, like, she's been in, like, all the Avengers. You know what I
Six
mean?
MCU movies, as Blue pointed
Wait,
out.
Salt made only 36 million opening weekend.
I'm
talking about overall.
not that interested in her movie either, but the
Yeah.
exposure that she's had.
What's that? Atomic
I'm iffy
Dynamite,
on this
look that
one.
up.
I mean, this is the studio who brought us Guardians of the Galaxy, and no one gave a fuck about them. And look what they did with them.
Everybody uses the Guardian example, and it's a great
'Cause it's
one.
true.
It's a great one. Black Widow ain't Guardian. So I'm sorry. She just ain't.
They weren't shit beforehand either.
All right,
Then
check this
again,
out.
the Guardians wasn't shit, before the Guardians.
they were.
So I looked up
shit.
Atomic Blonde, which is a woman playing a James
That
Bond
was a
type
good-ass
role.
movie. Yeah, that was.
Over the weekend, 18 million. That's it.
Yeah, man.
This movie's not gonna make a shitload of money. It's gonna make good money, probably at the end, but it's not going.
You better
do
try
too
to
well.
shoehorn Captain America or Tony Stark up in that motherfucker.
Yeah.
Well, this is the problem.
gonna be
All
number
right,
one.
this is the problem with almost every single. I'm gonna be honest with you. As a human being, every single female superhero type, human
Oh,
type
here we go.
superhero, human type hero movie, right? Is that you have these women that are slight. Whenever you slight, there are slim women, not fucking, they're not muscular at all, that are whooping ass against fucking grown ass yoked dudes.
Russian mobsters.
Yeah, and I'm get the fuck out of here with that bullshit.
Truth.
Like seriously, I mean, unless you're using a whole bunch of guns, once you get to hand-to-hand combat, like I'm sorry, like it's I gotta stretch my imagination. I think that's what gets most people about this shit.
Yep.
Yeah, but
Facts.
But
I'm
she's
right
not-
there with you.
but I still think
ScarJo's not skinny though. She's thick as fuck.
she's not.
She's like
Does she look
5'3".
like China?
This dude is yepping, but I was the one that brought up the criticism about
Gal.
Harley Quinn fucking hitting people with a baseball bat. These aliens that were taking bullets, and Harley Quinn swinging a bat, and he's like, "Oh, I believe it. It's all fine. 8.8, good movie.
I didn't
Great
give it an 8.
soundtrack."
Wait. I didn't give. No. You ain't gonna lie on me. I did not give that an
He's got
8.8.
the list.
Yeah.
You look that up. Put that on something. I did not give Suicide Squad an 8.8.
I brought up how Harley Quinn was just randomly hitting these space aliens
She's
from Mars
sexy.
with
She's
a bat,
sexy, goddammit.
knocking
Margot
them out.
Robbie.
And then meanwhile, fucking Will Smith is shooting his fucking M4, struggling, fighting, knocking these aliens down. But Harley Quinn's
Well,
got this magic bat
They
from
were
Mars.
not aliens. You
Oh, he
asshole.
gave it a. So for the record, he gave it a 7.8.
Okay, that's not much better. I overinflated it a little bit. I like Margot. She's sexy.
You were screaming out "Purple Lamborghini." You're like,
Yeah.
"That's the best soundtrack I ever heard in my life."
Sexy bitch. I
But
hope she
look,
bought it.
Listen, can I put things? If you're listening to me and you got offended by what I just said about women kicking ass against like yoked ass dudes, it'd be like for me, like literally, if Steve Buscemi kicked The Rock's ass,
Yeah.
in a movie, like, no, you know what I mean? I mean, The Rock probably can't fight that well, but he's got a size advantage. You know what I mean? So
Girth.
yeah, I mean, you can't tell me that somebody that weighs 120 pounds can kick a 230-pound guy's ass.
It looks like a
that
trained
easily.
soldier.
Yeah, especially with strikes. I'm like, No. Fuck no. You lack mass and all kinds of shit to knock him the fuck out.
Yep.
I feel like this movie is probably coming out too late because I feel like I think we might be having a little bit of comic book fatigue.
Here it is, the buzzword.
I think so.
Buzzword.
We've got too many comic book movies out there.
Just to rewind back,
Too
we've
many.
never seen really Black Widow like whoop someone's ass, because even like in
Oh,
her
yes,
fight,
she did.
Yeah, we did.
In her fight scenes when she's fighting Winter Soldier, she does her little scissor thing, and he's like walking over to the table to like power bomb the shit out of her. Like she gets rocked.
So
no.
yeah, you're right. You're thinking of like one scene, but there's other scenes where she fucked up a lot. Of,
Well, she's
especially-
it seems like she's more gun fu kind of
No,
throwing like her
no,
little
no.
electric.
So the biggest one is Iron Man 2 when she does the hallway fight,
Yes.
which is Marvel
her
Staples
intro.
fucking hallway scene.
And
She
when
was
she's,
hot.
and when
She
she's fighting,
takes out like hella dudes while Happy has trouble taking out too.
when she's fighting the Chitauri as well.
Yep.
She's fighting all these aliens. They're supposed to be strong as fuck, killing everybody else.
Thanos'
Well,
team.
well,
Thanos' team. She
when
was
she-
handling.
When she's fighting Chitauri though, she had a weapon. So
God.
and she was a glider.
But she was still hand-to-hand fighting them. Though,
Yeah,
with
man.
Weapons, so
You know what? She handled herself just as adequately as Captain America, even though he has the super soldier serum. Come on now.
She had a weapon.
All
so.
The best power she has is she can't
so
have
does
kids.
Captain America.
Yeah, that shield. Can I get something? Can we go back to the roots a little bit here?
What roots?
There's something important I gotta tell
Holy
you.
shit! This fucking episode went off the rails.
Yeah, it did.
We keep
We
going.
barely touch on any subject.
Yeah, no shit.
Part of the intro I had was some big fucking news.
No one gives a shit.
Yes,
by the
this
way.
is huge. The
I'm just
world
saying, no one
fucking
cares.
stopped on this
No one
goddamn
cares.
shit.
No one cares.
Jodeci, motherfucker, was on the outro for JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. The world went crazy. You
Are you
realize?
serious?
I
That makes me
swear to
wanna watch it
God.
more.
Huh?
That makes me want to watch
Dude, you
it
gotta
more.
get on this shit,
Yeah.
man.
I mean, I watched a bunch of it, and
yeah.
I was like,
oh man,
this
okay.
is getting kind of
Oh, it's
really
super
gay.
It's super gay.
Yeah.
It's the best gay anime, but like I told you, there's an arms race with gay anime. Araki Sensei said, I see what Yuri was trying to do. Fuck him trying to encroach upon my turf. I'm gonna fucking up the gayness and add Jodeci, goddammit. Nobody, I've never seen this in a fucking anime. They used Freak in You to tell like this gangster story of Italian
song.
mobsters. That's a great song. And it shows, first of all, Araki Sensei like likes American pop music or whatever. He's used like, I don't know, REM and a whole Red Hot Chili Peppers and a whole bunch of fucking songs.
You know what's great though? This is gonna be really a big surprise if you watch
JoJo.
JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, because they give hints to like serious American pop culture.
Yes.
Fucking Ario Speedwagon.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Like, there's like a lot of names that they use in the fucking show where it's like homages to American.
And the outro songs.
Yeah,
You know, they
yeah.
used Walk Like an Egyptian from the
Yeah.
Bangles. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? It's always about like pop, American pop music, but I wasn't expecting Jodeci. This was a shout out to folks from the 90s in that era, and it took me back to like barbecues and shit. You know, listening
Wait,
to
wait.
Jodeci because that they had a huge influence.
You
They
know,
were
I wonder if the creators listen to our podcast, because a couple episodes ago I brought up the question like, "Hey, what's your song that you get down to?" And I think
yeah.
freaking you
There
was
you
in
go.
somebody's list.
You did list it.
I am fairly certain that the anime was already done.
No.
yes,
No, no,
yes.
They listen to this podcast.
Yeah.
Over in Japan, they're a little bit high tech than they are here. So it probably took them like, I mean, look what they do with South Park. It takes them a couple of days to make an
It
episode.
takes
So
them literally, was it 6
Take 'em-
days?
Yeah,
Was it?
6 days.
6 days.
The
Yeah,
cool
they
thing
do
though
that shit in
was,
Japan.
like, I didn't even make the connection initially, but you have like obviously JoJo as the lead singer for
Yeah.
Jodeci.
that makes sense.
Dude, this shit
Because
is.
Casey and JoJo are
They had
from-
like, yeah, they had the
Yeah, that
solo.
makes sense,
and
yeah.
yeah, man, it fucking worked, man.
Maybe
Yeah.
JoJo's gay.
Yeah.
Oh,
No.
damn.
He's going to be like Luther.
Nah,
People didn't know.
You know what? People, there's
Did he
black,
ever say, oh, he said Forever My Lady. So.
black.
He meant Forever My Lady Boy.
Oh, you want to piss off
Prodigy's
people?
favorite.
Mention, goddamn, mention Luther being questionably gay. People still get angry about. I'm like, dude, I thought it was fucking obvious.
Actually,
for
you know what?
years.
I'm going
I
to end
didn't
this
know.
podcast Forever My Lady Boy.
Oh,
No, I'm just kidding. I'm not going to do that shit.
Oh, you
that's
don't
that's
get
Yeah.
a little
Yeah.
too over the line.
Yeah, God dang.
But the show is fucking great. Please watch it. Please catch up on this shit. There's no fucking fillers. I love it.
I got some time. I'll probably check it.
Yeah.
Speaking of other shows, we just talked about big news that happened on
What you got?
Iron Fist.
Ooh.
Canceled.
Bye.
Right after actually season 2 getting like fairly decent reviews.
Best season by far.
I mean, so far we
Dude,
saw
so-
improvement in season 2, and all of a sudden, boom, hammer.
And I'm kind of pissed because at the end, he had fucking Iron Fist guns.
Yeah, he did.
Like, what the fuck?
Gun,
Yeah.
gun, like handguns?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Bill
shit.
Gaps.
Did he go to whatever?
Shang-Chi or what?
Wakanda?
No,
No.
Talk serious. She
Well,
hooked
I
him
mean,
up.
listen, this is the problem.
Shangri-La.
People had so many fucking problems
on.
with the first season, and they fixed almost everything in the second season.
Pretty much.
They literally took the fucking Iron Fist away from him and gave him the fucking what's her name?
Colleen Wing.
Colleen Wing. She got the Iron Fist.
Nice.
And I think they did a really good job. Like the action scenes were better.
Yep.
The writing was better.
Yep.
Everything was fucking better. And at the end, the last episode, obviously he lost all his powers. Then he somehow got him back with who was he with? He was with one of the
He's
Meachams.
with the Meacham. Yeah. Damn it. I want to say Will.
Not
That's not
Joy.
his name.
It was
no, Joy. Joy. See,
yeah.
I didn't like Joy this season, but it's
I liked her shit.
Yeah, but she was kind of a bitch over something about
Yeah.
like her dad, and it's like your dad was kind of an asshole, and you knew that. So.
Yeah.
Was that the sister?
Yeah,
sister,
she's
yeah.
fucking bad. Was not Roy. Anyway,
But you both
Meacham.
liked it.
Yeah,
Yes.
definitely liked it.
Okay.
Wait, I thought it was better. I didn't want to give away too much with my review, but yeah,
It's
there's
been,
a lot
it's been a
of
while, so I'll give it away.
yeah. I mean, there's a lot of shit that goes down. He gets cucked. He gets backed Bernard after he loses the Iron Fist. Literally, Misty and Colleen take over pretty much.
Yeah, they do. The Misty and Colleen show was good.
I like
Oh, man.
both of those actresses.
I was
They're
waiting
great.
for them to scissor so bad. I thought it was
Ooh.
coming.
Ooh.
I got teased.
Shit, I was coming.
Oh,
Skate, skate,
damn!
skate'ems.
Yeah, it was. This season was good. I'm actually disappointed that it was canceled.
Yeah, what's cool is that they pointed out the fact that Davos, who's off his fucking rocker, which was great
And
because
Davos was actually really a character.
yeah,
this
I mean
season.
we seen him in season 1, and he comes in still with that revenge, that hate, and that like hurt about what happened in Kunlun, and then he becomes front and center, and he just goes even more crazy, and then we just see how Danny's like, I actually need more training.
And you know what's
I
fun-
need to train.
the best character in the whole show for me wasn't even Davos or Iron Fist or even Colleen Wing. It was fucking Walker.
Whoa.
That chick was she was like
Alice Eve,
That's a new
baby.
character,
I
right?
loved
Yeah,
her.
Alice
Yeah,
Eve.
because she was she had multiple personalities, and one was like super laid back. The other one
Okay.
was a fucking killer, and there was a third personality that led on to later on
Is that
that
the-
apparently was a fucking crazy murderous motherfucker.
Is this the Typhoid Mary shit?
Typhoid
don't
or Bloody, one of the two. But she goes by Walker.
Yeah,
her name's
she was-
Mary, but she goes by Walker.
She
too.
was fucking great.
All
She
right.
whooped Iron Fist ass.
See, I
a normal
might,
person.
I might find some time to watch
was
season
good.
2. That sounds good.
What I thought was cool too is like she had PTSD for being in Sokovia.
Oh, that's kind of cool.
yeah.
That's a
Yeah,
good
she was
connection.
stuck in Sokovia. She was like found in like wreckage.
Wait, was she hanging out
Sokovia.
with Black Widow?
No, she got found by like a UN team or Shield or something. Oh, actually no, Shield was around. I think it was the UN. But she woke up with like no memory of how she got there, but she's covered in blood. It's great.
Skate, skate,
Yeah,
that's my
Walker
king.
was. I really like that character because I think that not enough shows. First of all, most shows don't even talk about any kind of like mental health issues.
Yeah.
And I think with her, like they went pretty deep into like multiple personality disorder.
It's
with her.
crazy because she knows that she has it, and she gets pissed if you misdiagnose her. Like,
Yeah.
it's pretty funny.
I would go back on that. Well, they did touch on it with Punisher. They went to the PTS with
Oh,
in Punisher
yeah.
with
They
the
did,
guy.
but
yeah.
in this one, like she has
Okay.
like they go deep in like what triggers her into like switch of personalities,
Okay.
and that was like really key in the show. Was like because basically when she's Walker, she pretty much can't be beat, and the only way to really beat her is to like make her switch personalities.
Okay.
So yeah,
It's funny because even as the audience member, you're not quite sure what triggers her, and then she has to explain
Yeah.
to someone what happened. And then when she's needed at a critical part, the environment changes to where the conditions are right to where boom, she flips.
But
and
then
it's all
apparently,
bad.
like after all said and done, like even at the end of the season, there's a third personality
Oh.
that is even more of a badass than Walker, but nobody knows who the fuck it is.
Is it still 13 episodes? Like the
Yeah.
full length?
yeah,
Is it 10 or 13?
Just 13.
I can't remember.
13? Oh,
Yeah.
I'll check.
That's a full commitment, but all right.
Did anybody see? Not to completely derail it, but did anybody see Split?
Yes.
Have you
Nah,
guys seen
I
it?
never
Or
saw
that,
it.
Split
the
was
whole
good.
trailer
Yeah.
with the Mr. Glass thing
Yeah,
or
yeah.
whatever.
Split was
oh
good.
My God.
Her Split was good. Yeah.
I think I gave a review on the cast.
Okay.
Well, I stopped watching after M. Night Shyamalan did Avatar, and I was like, "Fuck you."
Dude, speaking
It
of
ties into that whole Unbreakable, and I had
liked
no idea that they
Unbreakable,
were
but,
all.
yeah.
Now they're all I was
Together.
I like this
whoa.
all together, but yeah, just like the Avatar thing really pissed. Especially with you couldn't say Aang right.
Yeah.
Like
that's-
motherfucker, they said it in English on the fucking cartoon.
Yeah.
You can't say it right on the fucking movie.
Well, let's
Like,
be real. That casting was all bullshit,
Yeah,
too, man.
yeah.
well,
was
since we're talking about Last Avatar, have you guys seen the images that were leaked today?
No.
No.
Oh.
Because
I saw one.
Wait, this is for the
for
actual Netflix
TV series. Yeah,
Uh-oh.
They might be fucking around with shit again, basically. But
season 2 of Iron Fist is 10 episodes.
Oh, okay. That's even more reasonable.
so there were some images that were leaked earlier, and like there was they showed the guy playing the kid from Fire Nation, Zuko. They showed Zuko, his sister, and the water magic or the water chick. I can't remember her name either.
Katara?
Yeah, Katara. Dude, it's been. When was the last time this series was out? It's been a while. But yeah, so far like I mean the clothes look.
That's all cartoon shit. Oh no, there's some live action up there to the right.
No, I think that's cosplay.
Oh okay.
Interesting.
Yeah, well, I mean, I'm sure I want to wait for a good trailer.
Look up.
Look at this boring face.
Yeah, dude, you know how I feel
Looks
about
like
it.
Oscar.
Oh!
14 million, bro. Simmer down, goddammit. You didn't see it in the theater.
Look up Netflix. Avatar.
14 million.
Yeah, he mad. That's what it has.
No,
Yeah,
this
we
Netflix.
coming out.
When was the last
Lose
time?
all that.
Yeah. Yeah. Gal sleeps and makes more than 14 million in the theater.
No, she don't.
Yeah.
No, she don't.
How much Scarlett make when she sleep?
Oh man.
She pissed gold.
Ah. But don't they all though?
It's pretty weird. It's not coming up.
Savage.
Search all.
All right.
But I think comic.
Oh, that's Samuel Jackson is ang?
Damn.
That's awesome.
Fuck, we end up here.
Yeah, we doing Google
Got that
searches.
motherfuckers.
Blue, before we forget, while he's still looking that up, you saw this Titan shit illegally.
Damn, calling him out.
Yeah.
Oh wait, did you watch all of it?
I watched all of it.
Okay.
Oh, shit.
There's
Buckle up.
only one episode out.
Okay.
Yeah.
Man, this shit was like some cheap YouTube video type shit that I watched. It was not. I mean, it wasn't entertaining at all. This is not our fucking Teen Titans.
Oh.
First of all, Raven is in Raven. Her name is oh shit, what's her name? I was gonna say Robin,
Rachel?
but no, it's like yeah, it's Rachel.
What
Her
the
name is
fuck?
Rachel. Dick Grayson. He looks like he's like maybe in high school, but he's a police detective and.
Oh, he might be Tim Drake though.
No,
Is
he's
he
Dick.
really
They call him Dick.
Oh.
They call him Dick Grayson.
'Cause I know
And
Tim
then, like,
Drake is on the show.
This is not a good look.
There's an episode called Tim Drake. So Dick Grayson is a police officer, and like the whole scene they showed in the trailer where he like fights against a bunch of whole bad guys and shit like that. And at the end he walks away and say "fuck Batman." There's no fucking reason for him to say it. Like it wasn't like he just got done like working with Batman. He was like mad at Batman. I mean the bad guys mention him. They're like, oh no, it's just a Birdman. We're like, where's Batman? Like he goes off and kills all these guys, and it's like says "fuck Batman," but there's no like connection to why he's saying it.
Can I ask a quick question?
Yeah.
Do you get the sense that he is in transition to be Nightwing? Almost?
To be a woman, you mean?
He's gonna be Bruce Jenner.
Oh shit.
Batwoman.
Oh man.
No,
It doesn't even feel that way. Okay.
I mean, coming from like if you follow the comics and like the logic of it, you can kind of see it going that way, but like not really, because Dick Grayson or like when they show like when they show Robin fighting on TV, which is captured for some fucking reason, like apparently everybody thought he was dead. Like they thought he's been dead for all this time.
the fuck?
And for him to show up in Bloodhaven, they're like, what is he doing here? Like that's not like we don't need these vigilantes or whatever going to her thing. But like the whole shit was Raven. So she's living with like an adopted mom, and like she gets murdered, and like she doesn't know what her fucking it almost seems like she's possessed with the devil basically. That's kind of the play they give her.
Trigon's are pops, but
Yeah, but it's like it's so fucking badly done. But then and then fast forwarding to fucking to Starfire, her scenes don't make any kind of because we all know Starfire is an alien from space.
Yeah.
She comes to Earth.
But is she a pimp coat?
She had her fucking like the sweetness was watching it with me, and she's like, is she supposed to be a pimp or I mean a hooker? I'm like, yeah, right, because she still had that fur coat. And like, so one thing that was, I mean, the chick who's play her is hot. She's hot as fuck, and she looks fat in the billboard stuff like
Wow.
that. She's actually slim,
yeah.
and it's just because that fucking her fucking whole jacket makes her seem like a prostitute. But so when they show her scene, she is in a car accident and she doesn't know who she is, but her name is still it's not Starfire. It's
Not Corey?
What?
Is it Corey?
Coriander.
Coriander. That's her name.
Coriander's her name.
But it's like she doesn't know who the fuck she is. Like it doesn't even give you the idea that she's an alien. It just seems like She's a black girl with some shitty ass fucking hair.
Wow.
Who has powers that she doesn't even know that she has until she fucking uses them.
But
the one cool thing about that is that her powers are the effects they use for her powers is kind of fucking cool. Cause like her hair glows and that part looks cool, but then after that, it just she should be shooting out fire basically.
I'm scared to even ask, how are the Beast Boy transformations?
You remember Teen Wolf, right? The scene where he transformed into
Jesus
the wolf
Christ.
and like when he transformed back, like they only show him
early '80s movie.
Yeah, well, they only show him transforming from a tiger back into Beast Boy. But this is the thing that doesn't make sense. When he's a human, he's flesh colored, but when he's an animal, he's green.
Oh yeah.
That doesn't make any fucking sense.
That's fucking lazy.
Whatever. So it's
that sounds like Jennifer Lawrence not wanting to be in fucking
Yep.
body paint.
Yep.
yeah, basically. But I mean, this isn't our Teen Titans, man. Like it's not Teen Titans Go. It's not Young
Fuck Teen Titans
Justice.
Go, but-
It's not fucking regular Teen Titans. Like
No, Teen. How dare you? Yeah. Well,
how dare I fucking
No, I'm talking about.
You mean Go? Sorry, yeah. How dare I say Go? Teen Titans Go.
Yeah.
Eggplant winning Teen Titans
Yeah,
Go.
there you go.
That.
Get it straight.
Motherfucker.
But no, like so if you're paying for a subscription service, I want some like fucking HBO high quality shit. Like just because he can curse and there's like some blood scenes, it's not fucking worth it. Like this need to be the characters that we see in like TV shows and in movies. Don't be just kind of coming in here and making up bullshit as goes along.
Is this just a terrible pilot? Are you gonna watch more?
I'm gonna give it 2 more episodes.
Gotta give it.
But yeah,
So,
man.
comparing
it's
this-
missing me.
Comparing this to Gotham.
Gotham is so much better than this.
Yeah, Gotham's a pretty good show.
Yeah,
Alright.
I'm
Like the
actually-
storyline with Gotham makes sense. Like this is pre-Batman. Like this is Gotham City. This is James Gordon's view of Gotham. It's not about Batman, but like as far as the villains and stuff go, like it starts getting more and more interesting as they add the villains. But for this so far, it's like it's been a shit show.
God damn.
All right,
all
well,
bad.
can I uplift the podcast right now?
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm gonna talk about a good anime.
Oh, okay.
All
What
right,
you got?
a good anime. The
Jigglypuff?
time I got resurrected as a slime is fucking awesome.
Oh yeah, yeah.
All right.
Okay.
I didn't know. Like I watched it. I didn't know coming in like what it was all about, except for the person
title.
getting resurrected as a slime. But it's really good.
Okay.
So basically, it's this guy who's like a 37-year-old dude who never had a girlfriend, never had sex, and all of a sudden he's out with some friends and he gets fucking stabbed to death. And as he's dying, he's thinking about all this shit, and like this seems like a computer or something is like talking to him about all these attributes or abilities that or skills that he's gonna have, and then he gets resurrected in like some new land as like a slime.
Okay.
But the slime is like super OP for some reason.
This is RPG fantasy type land, right?
Yeah, it's fucking
Okay.
crazy because like the guy he's dying is like, oh, it's so hot, and then it's like, oh, skill basically like immunity to hot.
Whoa.
And then
okay.
he's like, oh no, I feel cold because he's dying. He's like, immunity to cold. He's like, I don't want to feel pain anymore. And it's like pain resistance and like all this shit.
OP.
He's so like basically translates all these things like as he's dying into like his next reincarnation
Okay.
as a slime.
I've heard
And-
good things.
And then it's like as he's dying, he's like, oh, I didn't have sex, didn't have a girlfriend. He's like, if I get resurrected, he's like, I'm gonna fucking screw every girl I see.
Yes.
And like his attribute is gonna be predator.
Yeah.
Like, in
I
his
mean,
next
no.
reincarnation. Yeah, so he ends up the predator part is like really fucking important. And he said he wanted to be like a mate, like a great sage or some shit.
Yeah.
So all these things like super important, like as he gets resurrected, and he gets like all these crazy attributes as like a slime, and basically he can like semi like digest things and like take on their attributes.
Oh shit.
And then
The blob.
he ends up being like friends with like this crazy fucking powerful dragon that's stuck in like this bubble that he can't get out of.
Okay.
And so they become friends, and he says he wants to help him to get out of this fucking bubble.
Yeah.
And so he ends up like consuming this bubble to try and figure out a way to get his friend out of the bubble. So he's like, okay, I'm gonna consume you, but when you're in my stomach, you're gonna try to fight your way out, and I'll analyze what's going on and try to fight your way out, and we'll figure out a way for you to get out of this bubble.
Yeah.
And so he eats him, turns to normal size, and then he leaves. He tries to leave this dungeon.
Okay.
And as he's leaving the dungeon, he has to fight like all these crazy monsters. And as he's fighting these crazy monsters, he like basically eats them and gets all their fucking powers.
That sounds cool.
And he figures out how to like mimic them. And when he leaves, he doesn't know, but like the dragon was like a stopgap between like other monsters, like just destroying everything.
Okay.
And so after he leaves, like he has to basically help the outside world like overcome like all these fucking crazy monsters.
It's got good buzz, man.
Yeah, it's really
I'm
fucking
down
good.
to try it. Only like 2 or 3 episodes in.
3 episodes
Okay.
in, I give it a definite watch.
Nice.
Really good.
I'm doing that. I might even do that tonight. Dude, we got to round this up. We've had a long
Oh,
ass
I was
cast,
about to
man.
say, there's one quick thing. Me and Cronus' favorite vaporware Star Citizen has a fucking trailer.
It has Ben had trailers,
But this one has high Hollywood fucking actors in
they
it.
all do.
Well,
They all because it's got
I'm-
fucking $35 billion in fucking Kickstarter funds.
it does have a lot of fucking
not
money.
hard.
But apparently they're releasing the Squadron 42, which is the partial version of the fucking game, because it's not the full fucking game. It's only available Steam, I think, right now. Or will be on
Not
Steam.
available at all.
Yeah, but it's supposed to be on...
It's vaporware.
Yeah,
y'all
so-
y'all got robbed.
Apparently, there's supposed to be a release date either December or early 2019 for Squadron
Wolf
42.
tickets.
But-
December 2019. Yeah, I believe it.
Yeah, no. December 2018.
No,
yeah.
this shit ain't coming out this year.
Yeah.
It's
But I
it's
mean,
fucking
you
vaporware.
got people like Mark Hamill, Gary Oldman, Gillian Anderson, Mark Strong, Andy
It's
Serkis.
because they got paid.
Yeah.
But it doesn't matter. They literally made it was one of the highest Kickstarters ever.
Yeah.
Like, hold on, I'll give you.
It's
talking,
made.
I'll tell you.
I think it's like 130 million
Dude, I like me some
As-
Gillian Anderson.
right now. I love me some Rona Mitra. She's in this too.
Old pussy.
What
Still.
the fuck? You act like she's Rona Mitra is younger than Gillian Anderson.
Yeah, I'm talking about Gillian Anderson.
Oh
I'm
yeah,
still fapping.
but she's still wet
In my
though.
mind.
I mean,
So-
whoa.
In 2013, they had $15 million in less than a year.
God damn.
As of right now, they made $40 million pledged to Star Citizen, and that was fucking a long time ago.
we need a Kickstarter
5
here.
years
man.
ago.
Yeah, I know, right?
Fuck out of here.
I want a gold throne. Let's do it.
Yeah,
What
the
the
Kickstarter
fuck?
started 5 years ago.
Yeah,
Still,
and still going.
Still no game.
All
No,
right.
no game.
It kind of
Well,
before we
partial.
round it up. So going back to the Netflix's Avatar: Last Airbender, it was a fan-made film image that were leaked.
Oh, then fuck that.
So it's people on YouTube trying to show like what the show should look like.
All right, we got to round this up. Goddammit. Stitch, when you're not being angry and telling lies, what you got popping this week?
I got a friend coming in from the Dirty South. So
Who? Which one?
Oh,
Brad, tall,
Oh, yeah, Brad. Yeah,
good
that's
country
fair.
dude or whatever. He's coming in. He's actually flying in from Texas or
Wait,
whatever,
when?
Dallas, Texas.
This.
He's coming in tomorrow.
Okay.
He's got a wedding in the city
Okay.
for a friend, so try to meet up with him. Other than that, I need to beat Spider-Man because I've been too busy with other shit. I have not got a chance to fucking play it.
How did I platinum this game before you even fucking beat it?
Fuck you, bruh. I'm
know
lucky
you're
to
busy,
even
man.
be
I
here.
know.
Yeah. Right. And then totally forgot to mention the last one, but I've been doing the whole cryotherapy stuff, which is amazing. Get into that maybe on a later thing, but it's really awesome for anyone that's doing like
dude.
any sort of therapy or doing any sort of training. Works amazing for recovery. Check out if you just go to like YouTube, type in cryotherapy. There's a doctor that's on the Joe Rogan podcast that she breaks down the science for maybe
That
a
would be
30, 40,
Dr.
45 minute.
Rhonda Patrick.
Yeah, explains it down really, really good, even better than I can. But it's really good for people that if you're doing a lot of training and you're trying to help assist the recovery process of it, it's great.
I got a percussion massager you got to try before you leave.
Oh, that shit's amazing,
Oh,
dude.
it's like a Theragun sort of thing.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I've used that. It's the best thing ever.
Yeah, mine's cheap as fuck.
Yeah, I know. I need to
Yeah.
get a rig and make one myself and everything. Other than that, don't think I got anything else going on I could think of.
Blue.
Daredevil. Sorry.
This weekend I'm doing a photo shoot with the Sweetness. Last week we went to Half Moon Bay's Pumpkin Festival.
Y'all
Whatever.
gonna have clothes on and shit, right?
Yeah, it's gonna have clothes on.
All right.
But yeah, we stopped by this one. We found this one pumpkin patch, and it was that shit was fucking legit, dude. Like this is like some fucking like Children of the Corn type field with like pumpkins and shit. So we're gonna try to do a photo shoot there. So I'm gonna do that this weekend. I'm still trying to catch up my anime. Currently, your boy Blue is kind of in between jobs. The previous company I worked for decided to kind of let a brother go. I think it might have been listening to a podcast, so who knows. But yeah, I'm definitely trying to find a new job. But other than that, just fucking chilling.
Good shit. Carlos, what you got?
I need to start, or I need to not start, but I need to make more progress on the Infinity base. Last week I was kind of emo, so I didn't get much done. But this week I'll get some more shit done.
Okay.
Gotta build some more walls.
Yeah. Sugar walls. Old Ninja, what you got?
So I'm trying to finish up Gotham right now. I'm on season 4. Yeah, season 4 of Gotham. Daredevil season 3 is out Friday at midnight. I'm probably gonna check it out. I'm going to a wedding in Livermore on Sunday.
Nice.
And then we didn't talk about Attack on Titan, but I'm 1 episode behind anyway.
Oh, so good.
Yeah, I'm 1 episode behind, so I caught up the other day. And then gonna be trying to figure out fucking zombie mode on goddamn Black Ops 4. So I'll be playing more of that, and definitely more Blackout, because I actually kind of like that mode. And then figure out more of the fucking HQ shit. Basically the multiplayer shit on there. And I think that's kind of about it. Oh, I gotta buy Spider-Man eventually.
Oh shit!
So I haven't bought that yet.
For me, definitely jumping on more zombie mode. I want to beat the fucking last boss. That's my fucking goal. And I will say I am trying out this. It was another new anime called Zombieland Saga. I'm not quite sure if I want to recommend it, but we'll see. I'm gonna keep fucking with it. All right, take us on out.
All right. Check us out there on the interwebs at BThanBTI. That's BTHANBTI. We're on Facebook, SoundCloud, Player FM, Stitcher. We have an app on Amazon. Check out our official website, which is not just us. There's actually some affiliates on there too, with binheadproductions.com/BThanBTI. Apple Podcasts, go on there, rate us 5 stars, give us 5 stars, leave a comment, and Twitch. We'll be on Twitch probably this weekend a lot. Twitch.tv/BThanBTI. Go on there. You can actually comment and stuff. You can actually get it on your phone as well. What the fuck was that?
Sorry.
JoJo.
Dang, I thought
Crunchy cans.
What? No one cares about JoJo.
JoJo Friday.
Oh my goodness. No one cares.
Best gay anime in the world.
Keep fapping, y'all.
Play the lottery. Mega Millions is almost $1 billion. With a B, $1 billion.
It's gonna be mine.
Make sure to share with the
All mine.
I won Powerball, $4. Just saying.